so that they can never be read.
You know what? You know what? Because a hit dog, okay, and it triggered you. So that's why you want to
triggered.
You're triggered. Here. Well, then why you just won't be quiet and let me say my piece? I would have been done.
All over the place. We wasn't even talking about him being.
I don't care. I'm all over the place because you guys are always trying to disrespect, and I got a lot to say.
Hey, it's one of
You're always trying to. You are always, and I'm getting ready to get off, Patty, because you know, this is something.
Don't run before we read the quote.
I'm going to listen as I'm walking back into the hospital, but what I'm telling you is I don't know why you and my babe down there always like to disparage, our black leaders. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you guys. He did not say it, so read it in context and read the whole damn thing.
Okay, I'm going to read it right now. You need that gay person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who is gay or non-binary, they have somebody that they can go. Okay, I'm not alone in this, that I think is creating community. I know it's corny, but it's what's needed.
Listen to the context. Listen to the context. Are you going to listen to the context or not?
Professor in college. At a time when all of the gay folks were wearing need that. You need that person in your friend group so that if you didn't have a boy who's gay or non-binary or whatever, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this. Right?
So
Yeah, that's not right.
See?
What are we talking about?
That's not that.
That
But
didn't
that's
have
not
anything.
That's not what CEO presented. He was, you guys, come on.
Everybody
you guys
got gay cousins and gay uncles and stuff.
Okay, so then there you go.
Like that doesn't even make sense.
He said if you have a child, oh my God, Petty, I'm done. Fix it for me because I can't. He said if you have a child that's gay or non-binary. No, you fix the way you interpret shit. I know somebody else on the stage understand what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to sit here and fight for Obama.
What I'm saying is, I don't need to have a gay friend for my kids because I have gay cousins. So why do I need to have a gay friend in case my son is gay?
Okay, that could be a friend.
So what are you talking about?
Cousin and
That's you.
Everybody got somebody gay in their family.
That's you. No, you don't know. I don't have anybody gay in my family. No, I have a fucking huge family. I got 6 fucking brothers, and no, I don't. You don't tell me what I have in my family.
You're lying. Somebody's lying.
Oh, you gonna tell me now my family's a liar?
Lisa, Lisa, you may be right, but I'm gonna wait till you hop off to say that I was wrong.
Okay, whatever. I can't stand you, CEO. I swear to God, I can't wait to meet you. Then I'm gonna beat you up. That's what I'm gonna do.
It's absurd and it's crazy to try to defend it.
No, it's not absurd.
No, the comment's fine. The comment's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that comment. You said you got gay cousins, right? You made friendly with them.
16 voters.
A little like this. It's not.
You need diversity in your life, right? So that you understand other people. That's all he's saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't have to go out your way to find be cool with a gay person to do that.
Okay,
because everybody got a gay friend, a gay cousin, or a family member that's gay, or a friend who has a gay friend.
Only thing he's saying is be diverse in your friend group, right? That's all he's saying.
I'm too manly. Let me go find some gay friends to have so I can be more.
Nigga, you said you got a cousin that you're friendly with. That's your friend right there.
That's my cousin.
Well, that doesn't mean you're friendly with your cousin.
And I love him. Not too much on him. He's super gay. But the point is,
oh my God, what is super gay?
Y'all be acting up.
I'm a gangster for Trump.
Yeah, ain't no such thing as no summer camp president. You show me a president at summer camp.
That's how you sound, BT.
What about when Joe Biden?
Yeah,
No female contact for 10 years. On them little girl head and rubbing on them, and y'all don't say nothing about it. And it is video
He
document.
didn't do anything inappropriate.
Didn't he kiss somebody too? And y'all never say anything about it. But y'all want to say something about the predator Trump and the other predators and all these other folks, but y'all leave him out. Just like y'all leave
He's
him
not a predator, though. There's no.
Like right now, y'all defeated on
Because all you can say about Biden. Listen. All you can say about Biden is it was non-conventional. That's all you can say. It was non-conventional. That's it.
You refuse to hold your own accountable. That's
But
the issue.
sniffing hair is not having.
I hate both of y'all.
Sniffing hair is not having intercourse with children. Sniffing hair is not having intercourse with children. I wish Trump all he did was sniff hair. He's having intercourse with children. He's taking virginity away from children. So if sniffing hair, that's all you guys got, I'll acquiesce to that. Sniffing hair is not having intercourse with a child who is in the 8th grade.
Who is this saying? Truck? Is this Truck who is saying this? Is that Truck, Patty? Or who is that?
I think that was BT.
Oh, okay, BT. So put Okay, my bad. So put Trump on a creepy scale 1 to 10, and put Biden on a creepy scale 1 to 10. How do you rate them?
Both a 10.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
He's being dishonest. He really is being dishonest.
Y'all are, like, what are we doing right
people
now?
who are being dishonest.
Who's
He gonna say sniffing. You're saying sniffing hair equates as a 10, while Trump is putting his penis in an 8th grader. I think somebody.
I think somebody who does that has put their penis in an 8th grader too.
Oh my God, never.
And hasn't gotten caught.
Oh, and you
So
don't
let's not play like Pizzagate doesn't exist. Y'all are ridiculous.
Oh my God. I'll put it. I think a fairer score is Trump is an 8, Biden's a 4.
You QAnon too? Damn. Black is really down there.
15. Y'all is crazy. I'm not trust none of y'all niggas.
QAnon.
I ain't trusting none of y'all niggas around
You know those pictures of Biden that made look like he's sniffing hair? That's just him being close to the person, him leaning in. That's it.
Oh my God.
It was
Y'all is weird as fuck.
Yeah, y'all.
I'm not gonna trust
Yo,
none
Trump
of my
said he
kids.
thought his daughter was
y'all
cute.
that you're talking about.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
hold on.
gross.
So Trump said he thought his daughter was attractive, and if he was waiting to see if he got the same titties as her mama, and if he wasn't his daughter, they would probably be, And Biden is somewhere close to that.
And you remember on the what was it? That shock jock guy.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern. That was when he was talking about the titties.
He asked, what do you and your daughter have in common? And he said, sex.
We both love sex.
We both love sex. My dad has never said nothing like that.
Yeah, like what?
I wish my father would. My mom probably.
And Biden is somewhere close to that. Come on, brother. Can't be serious.
They're pedophilia defenders. Why are we surprised? Let's just call them.
But this is what I'm saying. That's why when the Epstein shit, don't get your hopes up, players. These people do not care. They don't care.
No, let me speak. Hold on. So, y'all
I care about children. Now it's like, oh, well, we don't care if children are getting fucked.
Y'all don't give a damn about
Specifically
Biden.
the
Y'all get back to Trump. We know Trump nasty.
It's not about
Took it
Biden.
off of Biden again and went back to Trump on some more shit that we already
No, because we don't know Biden to be. We don't know Biden to have predatory behavior. We don't know him to have predatory behavior.
Bro, Biden is a general white man. He's a general white man.
That is weird.
I think that's the biggest
That
difference.
is
Trump fucks
literally
kids, Biden does not fuck
predator.
kids. That's the big
And
difference.
people saying, well, Trump is super nasty. I said, we were talking about Biden. How does y'all get back to Trump? We know Trump nasty. But y'all won't admit that this man nasty. And then came up
I mean, Biden is a general white man. What do
Then
you
y'all
do?
came up with an opinionated barometer of how nasty each one of them is. To try to
But Biden doesn't have anything like what Trump has.
Biden has nothing.
Nothing. He doesn't even have no cheating allegations. He's not even nasty like that.
No, Josh, you just gotta guess these people where they're at. Whatever they tell you, just say, well, at least Biden does not fuck kids. That's it. That's all you got.
But the thing is, here's the thing. I remember a day. I remember 6 months ago, y'all was talking about drag queens reading books to kids in Barnes and Nobles, and you know, trans people being in the bathroom, and how the kids, and you know, it's fine if what you want to do, but when you start bringing it to the damn kids, that's when I got a problem. And and now it's, you know, we already know Trump is nasty. You know, we already, like, everything is movable with y'all niggas. And I remember maybe about the same 6 months ago, it was like, oh, I stand up, I don't play with the kids and all. Now y'all just don't care, bro. Where is y'all scruples? Is anything gonna stick? Is it gonna be a point where y'all gonna say, alright, that's a damn enough. I can't be rocking with this. Everything can't just be up in the air. And y'all niggas got kids. Is this the example?
These are probably the type of people they have around their children. So they're used to this shit. You know how you got your blinders on because it's become part of your life. Yeah, this is okay.
Again, y'all cannot keep trying to do the whataboutism when we're talking about something direct. It's weird, it's biased, and it's not cool. Y'all as black people should be ashamed of yourself.
There is no whataboutism because there's nothing to what about when it comes to Biden. Those pictures have nothing to do with predatory behavior. There were photos taken. He's very, how the photo was taken just because.
White man. Like, I don't think he does nothing that no other old ass white man. Like, he's general. Like, y'all was better off on the racism talk, but now he's not really a weird motherfucker. He just don't do weird shit. He'll fall off a bike, he'll forget what he's saying, but y'all cannot compare a nasty creep who talks about going in little girl in the pageant under the guise of inspection to Biden. I don't know, man.
Hold on. Let me play this clip real quick.
At least Biden never fucked a kid. And we can say that.
When your partner doesn't reply to messages or calls, stay calm. Open the locator app, insert...
Wrong clip.
Trashing Rosie was something you had in common with Donald Trump.
Yeah,
Okay. How many times did you have...
I don't want to play the actual clip of him saying it. I hate Young Turks. At this point, I don't want to play them. I'm trying to look for the interview. Hopefully this ain't another. They have news report.
My daughter is beautiful, Ivanka. By the way, your daughter, she's beautiful. That's a piece of ass. The last couple of years I go out with somebody and she's like 21 and she's talking about, what are you doing? And she's studying algebra. So what? It was always embarrassing for me to walk in. She's too young. 30 is like a perfect age. Absolutely. She has enough life expectancy. She's 35. Too much life expectancy. What is it at 35 hours? It's called checkout time. And you're probably, I would say, the greatest judge of beauty on this planet. In fact, I would create a TV show for you where all you did was just judge women. Now, that may be the best idea of all. It's a simple thing. It's a half hour, and we strip it out all. No, I would say I'm the all-time judge. You own this pageant. You go over, you look at the girls, and one of them comes up to you and says, Mr. Trump, you're a very sexy man. You're a beautiful man. You have fantastic hair. You're a powerful man. Right? You're a powerful man. Right. I want to sleep with you. Now, you're not the type that would say no. I don't want to hurt their feelings. Right. No, I mean, you see a beautiful woman, you want to have that. You're a guy who likes to have everything.
Well, could that be construed, however, as
Conflict?
yes?
Well, I don't see it as it could be a conflict of interest, but it's the kind of thing you worry about later.
No, I see.
Think about the conflict a little bit later on. The question is, how can it not be construed? Exactly. I mean, some of these foreign girls, Mr. Trump, in my country, we say hello with vagina. And what you could also say is the honor of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that. So you have done that. I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show. Yes. And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else, and no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that like a doctor's good. If you're there to get the dress, is everyone okay? They say they would do it. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible looking women, and so I sort of get away with things like that. Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari.
He's disgusting. Now find the body clips. Okay, guess there is then.
Let's check on little Norma again. Do you want to withdraw your statement or no?
No, Norma. He ain't gonna say shit.
He ain't shit.
If he disappear, he'll probably open his mic. You know?
Who ain't shit?
Talking about Eleanor Mom. Made a claim and Philip was debating him, and then we played the rest of Jubilee. And all of a sudden, Eleanor was on mute, and he's not near his phone. To come back to the comments, or at least to fight back. Fight back, Eleanor Mom. I guess you win, Emperor.
What was your times?
My claim was there is general unanimity in economic profession against broad-based tariffs, and that tariffs generally reduce economic welfare. Abnormal was pushing back on that claim, saying that there is diversity of opinion in economic profession.
saying there's diversity of opinions about everything. You know, some people think that it's okay to defend pedophilia. That's a diversity.
You want to say something?
Yeah, so I was going to say, I did see a discussion on CNN the other day where they're saying that a lot of people were surprised there hasn't been more blowback economically from the tariff policy so far.
Hey, can I join in and make a comment on what you just said? I keep on hearing people say CNN stats and these, different areas of information. But when you look outside right now, most people are suffering. Not all. I'm saying most are losing their jobs. Rent mortgages are ridiculous. Food prices are through the roof. Gas never went down. Blah, 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 blah. But this is what I'm saying. We keep going by these so-called data polls from CNN, MSNBC, Fox, all these different media platforms giving these statistics, And I think most people on this platform, if we're going to be honest, know that inflation is unbearable. It's the worst we've ever seen. And we have some...
Literally isn't.
Before I get interrupted by Trump supporters, let me get my thought out, because, Trump supporters...
No, it's just reality. It's just called reality.
Can I get my thought out without getting interrupted? Thank you. This is what you also notice about Trump supporters. Whenever you speak against this bullshit regime, they get off their speaker, they like grab it.
They speak against facts.
Like him, like this guy. He can't resist. He has to do it because he's in the code. Everything is fucked up. If Biden didn't do a great job either. I'm not going to sit here and cap for him. I mean, let's be honest. Biden put us in a lot of fucked up situations. But what we're doing right now is we have a guy right now who is a pedophile, rapist, Epstein, 34 charged felon, who just got put into office to be the bad guy, to implement all the things that we're seeing right now. This man started an insurrection. This man, every comment, like the one the young lady just played a minute ago, he thought his daughter was attractive. He's messing with children. And nobody says nothing because they're so bent out of shape and caught up in their racism. The reason he won with the people that he got is they're racist. First it's the Mexicans, first it's the Latinos, the blacks, it's everybody, it's the gays, it's everybody. But these people have a problem, and it's like you're either in it or you're not. And the people who's not in that bullshit, MAGA bullshit, see it for what it is. It's a hate-mongering system that literally is hurting even their own constituents. Even some of the MAGA supporters are jumping off board right now because they know this dude is a rapist. They know this dude was at the Epstein shit trying to cover the foul up and trying to divert your attention with the Obama shit, he hasn't even been president for what, how long now? And you bringing him back up, yet you was keying it up with him at Jimmy Carter's funeral? But now you need a play. I need somebody to throw the blame on. Sleepy Joe. He ain't president no more. We can't blame Sleepy Joe no more. We can't blame Obama no more. We have to blame who's in office. We have to blame this regime. See, his thing is to divert you with some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Looking for investigations on Martin Luther King. Man, nobody asked for that shit. We want to fucking know, are you a pedophile? Yes, you are. Are you a felon? Yes, you are. Do you know what the fuck you're doing? No, you don't. I got a bullet point list right now of every fucking thing he's done wrong in this country. I'm not going to read it right now, but upon request I can do so. But...
All right, so Truck, my only question for you is, outside of your personal opinion, what kind of objective measure do you use to determine how well the economy is doing? No matter who the president is, what do you use to decide how good the economy is?
Jobs.
Jobs?
Jobs. The jobs are at the lowest point ever. They're cutting federal jobs. They're cutting jobs everywhere. So if we're going off just... Hold on, let me say it. He asked me a question. Jobs. If there's no jobs, people can't make money. It's that simple. When you have AI determining through an algorithm what mortgages and what rent is going to be, which is what's happening right now. There's people who are homeless right now, not because they can't afford to live somewhere, but because we got an AI software system now telling you an apartment is $2,500 and you got to make 3 times that. Like, it's just the shit that they're doing. They're making it unaffordable for anyone to live. You go to the grocery store right now, everything is out of control. I know you guys go to the grocery. Don't act like you don't go to the grocery and see what the fuck is going on. You can cap all day long and sit here and bullshit and suck that man's penis how you want to. But I'm telling you what it is. It's hard economic times out here. Even for people who are making decent money, they struggle. The middle class is done. It's either when you poor or not. You're either 1% or you poor. They fade the middle class out. And you ask me, how do we know when the economy is what it is? People are getting priced out of everything. I don't know if anybody in this room can put a 1 in the chat if you feel like the economy is fucked up. It's that simple. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel that way. That's all I gotta say. I mean, anybody who says otherwise is just sitting over here bullshitting and taking that man's talking points. Even his own constituents see that shit. The people who voted for him are saying that. But here we got some people hanging on just because he got them in a trance. He got y'all hypnotized. He got y'all drinking the Kool-Aid like that dude Jim Jones did with the Kool-Aid. But y'all got it.
Did he answer your question, CEO?
Kind of. So the first 6 months this year, we've added 750,000 jobs. Last year, we did add 1.1 million jobs. So last year was better. You're correct.
Hold on,
I just said that. I said Biden added 1.1 million last year. So yes, the economy was better. But are you calling like 746,000 over the first 6 months a disaster? I would think a disaster would be like
what are those
a neutral number or a negative number. No, these are W-2 jobs.
Okay, what? Wendy's? what are we talking about?
Okay, so you're adding a new measure that you look at in terms of the type of jobs? Like, how do you measure that?
Fast food. Yeah, I think you're looking at it like this. Of course, the minuscule jobs are going to be there. People that the jobs no one won't do. Yeah, you're increasing that. But what I'm saying to you is this. When you watch the federal jobs being eliminated, when you watch big companies laying off people in unprecedented amounts of folks, AT&T is laying people off, Ford is laying people off, UPS is laying people off. Now, it's every big company is doing that, preparing for AI, preparing for robotics, whatever the case is. But this is the band that promised more jobs from day one. Inflation is going to end day one. Day one, gas prices are going to get lowered day one. I'm going to make sure there's no wars. Day one. All this bullshit promise, we knew that was a lie. I mean, come on, everybody knew that. But just the fact that this man promised all this shit and didn't deliver on one thing should let you know what it is.
Okay, so hourly, I just wanted to go to your next comparison. So hourly earnings are up 3.7% this year. Last year they were up 4.2%.
Where you getting your
again, not great, but not horrible.
So right?
Bureau of Labor Statistics, does that count? Bureau of Labor Statistics? Bureau of Labor Statistics.
So
Bureau of Labor Statistics.
So CEO, I'm reading Yale's budget lab, right? So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to Yale budget lab. They're projecting that tariffs will slash 0.7, 0.9 percentage points from 2025 GDP, leaving the economy 0.4% smaller, shrinking payrolls by 540,000 jobs. They found that it's dampened business sentiments, lowering 2025 GDP to 1.4 growth to 1.4%, up the odds of a recession to 45%, stalling the Fed cuts rates. They also report that some of these businesses are absorbing the tariffs, delaying the pass-through to consumers, but warn prices will rise soon. They've noted tariffs have contributed to 2.7% year-over-year CPI rate rise in June, hitting toys plus 1.4%, beverages plus 4.4%, appliances plus 1.9%. The forecast of tariffs driving a 1.7% bump in inflation, costing U.S. households $3,800 annually. They're talking about the GM's Q2 quarter two results, showing a 1.1 billion tariff hit, projecting up to $5 billion in annual costs. Stellantis lost $350 million.
And Patty, we can all see that.
Global farms across Auto, aerospace, pharmaceuticals lost 6.6 to 7.8 billion in 1 week due to the trade policy uncertainty. And federal appeals court temporarily blocking Trump's emergency tariffs, citing inadequate authority under IEEA. So that, I don't know, right? So it is slowing growth, and you made that relevant when you talk about comparing last year to date. And it's going to get worse.
And Patty, to add to what you just said, to answer some questions for this man, I mean, I'm gonna just go down a brief moment. Like, we got tariffs that make the building houses higher, the price is higher for building houses. You know, this man has sit here and cut funding and to HBCUs in schools, ended black scholarships to universities, ended Job Corps. Inflation and hate crimes have risen. He's criminalized freedom of speech and protesters and the press from reporting anything that's going on without penalizing them. He cut Medicaid proposals, plotting on cutting Social Security, ended the college loan, the little plans that they had to pay back their loans on that could help people. He cut that shit. He's stealing Americans' data through Dodge when Elon Musk was in there. He stole the data. No one said shit. Gave the American people false lies that prices would drop on day one. That didn't happen. He said out of his own mouth he can't lower inflation after he got elected. He denied he knew about Project 45 and implemented most of it 100 days in. He cut Section 8 and food assistance for the needy. He raised taxes on the lowest earners, but lowered it for the 1%. He cut federal jobs from aviation, air traffic controllers, causing crashes everywhere. He cut veteran hospital staff so veterans suffer. He cut the weather prediction, when you look at the National Weather Service, he's cut funding to them. PBS, when storms come, you don't even get a fucking alert. FEMA is damn near decimated. It took 4 months to even try to come to Kentucky, which is one state. It took 4 months, and people still aren't getting assistance from the floods. We can go on and on and on and on and on. And yet, we're going to have motherfuckers sit on here and cap for him. Even though some of the policies he's passing, if not all, are affecting you, the ones who sit there kissing his ass, because he's got you drinking the Kool-Aid. And it's amazing to me that the people who are suffering the most are the ones who pom-pom the most for him. If you're not in the 1%, if you're not wealthy, nothing he's doing is benefiting you.
Trump, you have a habit of bringing up 100 topics, and we're really discussing one. So.
But you heard them all. What I said is what I said.
Yeah. Okay. It's just not useful because you just basically brain dump. You just basically dumped all over the place.
I think, but I don't give a fuck. I think I did.
Well, try to be focused next time.
What's the Muhammad Ali are you talking about? Like, hey man, I feel like a butterfly and I sting like a bee. Bitch, I ain't talking about, you know what I mean?
Get off my dick. How about that, bitch ass nigga? Next topic.
Yeah, you did. I got it. You can't focus on one topic. I got it. Okay. I'll know for next time. You got it.
So I mean, when it comes to go away, MAGA, like, make America great again and civil rights and the heroes, myself as a veteran, and like, not your, like Pro Tools. Like, please tell me.
Please.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want out of American children?
I want to know
children. That's run off from the whole MAGA church. Hey, Dr. A.G., I was rude earlier. I had to get you to me.
I read your comment about Japan. You are aware that those foreign investments were long-standing and it's been before the immigration. So this is a projection, right? And they've been investing before this 2025. So let's not say that.
No, I'm
right. So Trump is just using that as a talking point, and it's just not
I would respect most
No, I think the
respect most of you MAGA supporters if you just admit that you don't like people of color. And I respect that more than you keeping on capping for all the bullshit he's doing to fuck the country up. Just admit the reason you like him is he hates people of color.
Dude,
You don't
who
have
are
to
you referring to?
You don't have any other reason to support
before
Trump
y'all
than
run off on the MAGA thing real quick, Dr. AG, you asked me a question earlier. I had to go to a meeting. I just came back so you could finish that question. So, unless y'all want to argue about MAGA stuff.
What was the
I
question?
mean, I was just asking to whom he was referring to. Is he talking about
The
Trump?
back door's open early in the morning, I see.
You know, honestly, I mean,
You
Happy hour's not yet.
gotta give Truck some grace.
I've been a Democrat since '93, so I mean, I'm kind of a little
either
different.
party. I don't support either party. I think both of them are full of shit, to be honest. But I'm gonna break it down like this. I'm gonna call it like I see it.
You're done, man. You don't need to talk right now.
I don't like bad
You don't need to talk right now. Other people are trying to talk. Other people are trying to talk.
Trent, go ahead, because I think Dr. AG's busy right now. So go ahead and what was the question?
I don't know what Dr. AG's question was. If she's busy, that's not the deal. I ain't trying to interrupt. Y'all go ahead.
Right. What was the point of you putting about the 550 or the $500 billion investment when this is?
No, well, I think the 50%.
It's not enough, girl.
I think that was
the 50%.
a deal that was made under Trump. That's not a deal that was made. That didn't come from.
There's a 50% tariff on cars and rice, which I actually think is good, and it includes some.
Actually, there's $217 trillion coming into America because of Trump, but I don't really.
The Japanese have always been investing in the United States. To be honest with y'all, we y'all to realize. The Japanese have always been investing in the U.S., so it's not.
Just to CEO's earlier point, and kind of the trucks too. The problem with job creation is going to be AI. I think somebody mentioned Ford. Ford hasn't had a massive layoff, but there was a layoff, particularly in the EV sector. Some of it had to
and electric vehicles and $270 trillion is what I did say.
Wow, $270 trillion? That's amazing.
Yeah, more.
I think that's more than the net worth of all the countries, I think.
It is. That's about right.
I just need to know where you're getting these.
Dude, I'm about to discern you. $470 trillion is per annum of the $1 trillion. $470 trillion move around the world every year. You act like Donald Trump didn't just grab half of it.
Where are you getting these numbers though? It's what I want to know.
But what is capitalism?
Is Trump?
One at a time. Stop it. Y'all doing too much, because now I can't.
Why don't you sober up, bro?
Yeah, I mean,
then why do you think I'm so drunk that I said $470 trillion?
You're slubbering.
Hey, okay, guess what? You're going to the game.
I know I didn't
You're
stutter.
going to be quiet. Who's off mic? Let me see your mute. Go ahead and make your statement. One more person come off mic, you're gonna fucking get dropped. Tired.
I try. Look, CEO's intelligent. Emperor's intelligent, Dark is intelligent, but if you're gonna have drunks on the stage talking about trillions of dollars, I don't have time.
Lay out that Daniel.
Truck. I'm not doing this with y'all today. Okay, so go ahead, Trent. Where's Trent at?
Made a dramatic exit.
Now, what you have to say, sir, about these trillions of dollars that
I don't think he's alive anymore.
He's too busy talking to his liver.
Imagine Trent being offended by somebody else being so drunk. That's
You know, what amazes me is when y'all come with these statistics and y'all can't even quote where you get them from. Y'all pull it out the side of your neck. I mean, it's hilarious.
No, the one I pulled came from the Yale budget.
No, I'm not talking about you. Yours is accurate. I'm talking about this 467 trillion shit that I'm comparing.
Oh, from sir.
No, you're really the only one on the platform I've heard thus far that's come with some real shit. Like everyone else, just beside myself, I'm coming with real shit. But you and me are like the only ones I'm hearing saying real shit. Like if you talk to the people, if you get outside of your little clubhouse bubble and walk outside and walk into your local supermarket or walk into anywhere that business is being conducted, most people, if not all, will tell you the shit is much worse. So all of the statistics don't even matter to me. I'm going off the people. I'm going off the people I see every day. And it doesn't matter what sector you're living in. It's affecting us all. It's even affecting some of the wealthy. Because even some of the things that they want to do, like, shit, I can't even rent houses out no more to Section 8 constituents anymore because they cutting the shit. The farmers are losing money from this food stamps being cut. It's not only affecting the poor, which are mostly white, by the way. The whole image is.
I grew up like that.
So I'm saying to you, look at the food stamps.
When everybody else talk.
When you look at people who receive benefits,
I
white people.
Okay, sir, check this out. I gave you a chance to speak. You didn't want to come off mic when I gave you the chance, so now you got to go on mute. Let Truck finish what he has to say. And Truck, please, not too long.
Yeah, I think what happened was the people who voted
politically correct.
They voted off the emotions of hating on other cultures and thinking, yeah, if we put him in, the white man will be first again. We're going to run the land and we're going to be back in control. Little do you know, all of the shit that he's implemented is affecting your dumb asses. He's cut off, when you look at all of the federal funding that goes to Section 8 food stamps and all of that, white people receive it more than anyone. So now you got people in hillbilly clusterfuck West Virginia who voted for him.
I'm in Georgia, but I'll
sure
drink
you are.
right in the middle.
Yeah, I can smell the moonshine through my phone screen. I'm saying the U.S., bro, the shit backfired on you motherfuckers. Everyone who voted for him primarily voted off their racist instincts, and it backfired. That motherfucker fucked you up. Black people are used to struggling. We've been through the struggle ever since we've been in this piece of shit. So we always endure, and we always rise to the occasion. So you can cut the funding to this, you can cut the statutes to that, you can cut woke to this, you can do all this shit. It ain't gonna stop us. We ain't gonna do nothing.
Do you think I'm not
That's
black?
What we do. That's
I'm
what
asking
we do.
you. You think I'm not
you
black?
Motherfuckers, hold on, you come here. You motherfuckers that voted for him are gonna suffer because you voted for our demise. You voted for us to suffer, and look what happened. Little Betsy Joe in Appalachia, Kentucky, can't get her medicine now. My grandma can't
Dude,
go
I walked from
now.
the Appalachian Trail to Georgia and I went to Pennsylvania. It took me 2 months.
Okay,
No,
just let Matt Cool's cousin talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, my grandma Betsy Sue can't get her medicine and her benefits. You voted for the shit. So deal with it. You
Dude,
know,
I'm about to fuck your grandma like she's Sacagawea.
Okay, so let Matt Cool's cousin, sir, speak. Go ahead, Matt Cool's cousin.
Go, sir.
No, I was asking. He said he went up the Appalachian Trail, like, you know, he went from Georgia to Pennsylvania like I did. It took me 2 months to walk that far. What'd you do on the Appalachian Trail, bitch?
You hear this drunk motherfucker? He's the one that voted for
the Appalachian Trail.
That's Trump's constituents. That mother is talking right there.
Wait. When I got out of the Army in 2010 and I was afraid to be around people.
Spell Army.
And I walked the Appalachian Trail.
I'll give you a cash app for $20 if you can spell Army.
You want it as an acronym, or do you want it as,
Spell
like,
Army.
you know,
Spell Army.
ARMY?
What'd you say?
ARMY.
Look how long it took him to think. Look, congratulations. He said, ARMY. And this motherfucker that voted for him.
Yeah, but I was a combat medic when I was in the Army, and I was a vet, you know, and I got shot, I got Purple Heart, I got hurt and all that dumb shit. But like when I got out of the Army in 2010 when I was 35, shit, I was like, fuck it. I didn't like being around people, and I went up on the Appalachian Trail. And I went from Georgia to Pennsylvania, and it took me 2 months to walk. Like, do you understand, like, how hard it is for certain people to do what they do?
And this is the Trump supporters right here. This is who voted for that motherfucker. You listening to me?
I'm a Democrat.
You're not a Democrat.
I am a Democrat. I've been a Democrat since 1993, girl.
So why the fuck did you walk? I'm still trying to understand why you walked for 2 months.
He probably has PTSD. He has.
Oh,
I thought he was like Forrest Gump.
It was an inability to be around a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay.
Run, Forrest, run.
Yeah, exactly. Say it again. That is literally what it was about.
Have you gone to the VA?
Not enough.
Well, you need to, because they're cutting service. Well, not service. Well, they have cut services. They cut some services.
Yeah, I know.
You need to see them while you got the chance.
Your beloved Donald J. did that. That's your beloved Donald J.
It honestly, if it ends up being like that, I just end it.
Don't say that. Not in here, please.
All right.
No, I'm just saying, you know, if it's not worth living for, why would you want to live for it?
Let's take it seriously. Let's take it seriously.
Is it worth living for, or is it not worth living for?
To talk about the tariffs, because this is really.
I don't know
I'm
why
asking you, is it worth living for, or is it not worth living for?
Yes, it's worth living for.
It's worth living.
I don't know why people don't see the tariffs that he's doing right now as market manipulation. Because
I'm not being a terrorist. I'm just saying.
I'm not talking to your drunk ass. I'm talking to
No. So we're not going to do
I'm
that.
definitely
He has
drunk.
his own personal issues. Okay, sir, maybe you need to go call the hotline before it completely closes down, and you need to go see VA.
You talking about 611? I know 611.
Well, go talk to someone, please.
Yeah,
I don't think it's safe for you to be walking.
I don't know why.
From West Virginia to Pennsylvania, either alone without contact, because you don't want to be around.
I was just talking about how long it took me to walk from Georgia to go to Pennsylvania.
How long would it take to walk to the? How long would it take you to walk?
We don't care right this moment. He needs to go get some help. And he ain't gonna get it on this stage. We ain't got it. We're not mental health professionals. Let's get back to the tariffs.
All I want to say about the tariffs is, I feel like he's actually doing market manipulation. Because if you notice, he'll claim he's going to implement.
Tax your ass.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
He'll claim he's going to implement tariffs.
I'm not trying to hurt you, but I'm putting you in the goo, okay? I'm bringing you down to the ground, okay? Because we're trying to have a conversation, and I think you need to get help. This ain't it. This app ain't it for you. Okay?
No, I feel like the market manipulation happens when he says he's going to do a tariff on a certain country by a certain date. And you notice when he announces it, the stocks go down. Then when he says, I decided not to do it right now, we're going to push it down the road to another date, it goes back up. So what happens is people hear him say we're going to put tariffs on this country here, stocks go down. They play in the whole stock market game. And then when it goes back up, it gains off him saying, I'm gonna put tariffs on this person. Oh, I changed my mind. I'm gonna do it August 1st. Oh, we decided we're gonna go ahead and put a tariff again on there. Oh, we're gonna push it down like 90 days. The more he keeps doing this shit, it's market manipulation because it goes down when he announces the tariff. It goes back up when he pushes it off. So if you don't see that, if you don't look at it in real time, there's insider trading going on. You know, and people smart enough to see what the fuck he's doing, they playing along with it. Like, oh, here we go again. But, you know, it's just, I don't know. He's
Congratulations, Trump. You said something that makes sense.
Everything I say makes sense, contrary to your belief.
Trump makes some noise.
I mean, it probably is. I doubt it can be investigated. It's an official act. Adam Schiff was anonymous for voicing it as market manipulation. Definitely looks like one, and maybe they can investigate somebody around Trump, but probably not Trump.
Hello?
We here.
Oh, okay. God, I thought my signal went out.
Yeah, my signal's acting up too.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find something. Oh, God. What up, Brooklyn?
Yeah, I was gonna silent. What happened? Yeah, I was going silent. What happened? Y'all already won out.
You got here 2 minutes late. There was 2 guys who was acting up on the stage.
What
The
happened?
drunk one, nah, there was a drunk one, and the other one was just, I don't know. You know, Truck, he be mad loud. He's not on either side. He's on his own side.
What y'all said tomorrow? What they was arguing about?
MAGA shit. MAGA shit. And then the drunk one said that he didn't vote for MAGA, that he been voting Democrat since '93. But I don't know.
Who was it, Kareem?
Oh no, this white guy. Let me see what he does. See here? His name is Sir. I think he left. Yeah, he left.
I'm so fucking sleepy.
What
Hey everybody, hey everybody.
Okay. Morning, good afternoon, whatever it is for you.
Afternoon.
Well, I know it's afternoon, but you know, some of y'all wake up in the afternoon and that's your morning.
I know I sound like I just woke up, but I didn't. I'm just tired as fuck.
Yeah, it's about to be 12.
I've been up. I want to take a nap, actually. I got one more meeting. What you about to play?
Obama responds to Trump's allegation of treason.
Oh, yeah. Play that.
Let's see. I'm trying to see. Has anybody heard if he responded, like, outside of just the letter?
Nah, I didn't even know he replied.
Okay, let me go ahead and play this. Wait a minute. Do y'all hear me? Am I on music mode?
We hear you, but I don't hear the.
We hear you, but I don't hear the. No.
Yeah.
No.
Quote, bizarre and, quote, ridiculous allegations Trump made against him in the Oval Office just hours ago. So here's some of what Trump said.
The witch hunt that you should be talking about is they caught President Obama absolutely cold, Tulsi Gabbard. What they did to this country in 2016, starting in 2016, but going up all the way going up to 2020 of the election, they tried to rig the election. We found absolutely, this isn't like evidence, this is like proof, irrefutable proof that Obama was seditious, that Obama was trying to lead a coup.
Right, trying to lead a coup. Now, usually anyone associated with Obama just ignores all that. They don't respond. But that is not what happened this time. Obama's spokesperson responded in part, and I quote, out of respect for the office of the presidency, our office does not normally dignify the constant nonsense and misinformation flowing out of this White House with a response, but these claims are outrageous enough to merit one. These bizarre allegations are ridiculous and a weak attempt at distraction. Jamal Simmons is out front now, and the former Republican governor of Minnesota, Tim Pawlenty. All right, I appreciate both of you very much. So, Jamal, look, this is a change to come from Team Obama. It's spokesperson, okay, but it's a change. And to come out and to speak like that, bizarre allegations are ridiculous and a weak attempt at distraction. Now, Trump said that Obama was trying to stage a coup, so that's what caused this. But what do you think? How significant of a departure is this for Obama to actually say, okay, we're going to respond?
Well, first of all, it's pretty rich that the man who was sort of affiliated with the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol is the one accusing people of trying to stage a coup. Obama, about a few days ago, came out and went after Democrats and said, it's time for Democrats to be, to speak up and to, not do so much navel gazing. Maybe do that as a fundraiser. And so I think a lot of Democrats said, well, a lot of people are speaking up. They're marching, they're stepping up, and where are you at, President Obama? And so now I think we see President Obama stepping up too. And so he's stepping up and saying something to the American public. He refuses to sit back and allow Donald Trump to accuse him of leading a coup. And remember, it wasn't just what he said, Trump said in the Oval Office, President Trump said. He also released a video on his social media network showing Barack Obama being arrested in the Oval Office.
It was an AI-generated video, right? Yeah. And maybe that was part of what prompted the actual response here. It is a change, all right? And it's a change coming from the former president, so it matters in that respect. And Governor Pawlenty, Speaker Johnson is now saying that he would not be opposed to subpoenaing Obama to testify before Congress over these allegations. Here he is.
I have no concern about that. If it's uncomfortable for him, he shouldn't have been involved in overseeing this, which is what it appears to us has happened. There's a lot of allegations on the table. Our job is to go and follow each of those trails and to find out the truth.
Obviously, that's coming in the context of the changing of the topic going on in Washington, especially with Johnson away from Epstein. But I'm curious as to whether you think Obama now taking a sharper tone and stepping up as opposed to being quiet and trying to take the high road, is it too little too late, or does it matter for Democrats?
Of course, former governors, former presidents always try to be a little measured as to when and how they respond to their successors. President Obama has been pretty muted in that regard, with a few exceptions. But in this case, President Trump called him out directly, and President Obama answered the bell and swung back. Aaron, like you, I read the Mueller report. It basically concluded that the Russians did try to interfere with the election, but there was no actual proof of coordination in that regard. I'm not aware, nor have I seen any public reporting, that President Obama somehow ordered something inappropriate relative to that investigation. If Tulsi Gabbard or President Trump has that kind of evidence, then they should bring it forward. Otherwise, seems like puffery.
All right, well, absolutely. That is certainly not helpful in the political climate we're in this country. But Jamal, Obama fighting back, and I hear the governor saying, look, this was specific, and something specific perhaps merited a response. And maybe we don't read into it an overall change. But there are so many in the Democratic Party saying, come on, where is the leadership? Who is going to be the standard bearer of that party? And someone who has certainly seems to be trying to take that on and testing different ways is Gavin Newsom from California, constantly going after Trump. After, for a while, tacking the other way to say, well, I'm going to talk to Bannon, I'm going to talk to all these people, I'm going to figure it out. But now he's posting things about Epstein and Trump, and he just said this about Trump and his immigration policies.
It's a weakness masquerading as strength. That's what I don't like about this son of I don't. And forgive me, I know he's the president of the States. Forgive me, I didn't, you know, he calls me new scum, you know, come on.
To attract anything into your life like a magnet, just listen to this before bed every night. It will reprogram.
So what do you think of that, Jamal?
I think he's conflicted about hard to use profanity. But listen, I think Gavin Newsom is the one Democrat I hear the most about from people who don't work in Washington and don't work in politics. And the reason why I think I hear about Gavin Newsom is because he's out there and really taking on Trump in a really forceful way. He'll go anywhere, Fox News or any other channel, and he'll do anything to kind of make his case. And I think a lot of Democrats are looking for somebody, it's not really about policy, but somebody who's got the attitudinal toughness who will take on Trump. We'll see how that works out, but what we have seen is in California, his poll numbers have gone up from 38% to about 56% because I think voters like to see him taking on Trump and not just sitting back and trying to find the middle road.
You know, networking and shit like that on the internet.
Oh my God, it's lying talking, and he ain't even white. It's supposed to be White Wednesday.
That's where it be. You know, my worst experience
ultra-left policies in California and in San Francisco. I just don't see how that's going to sell nationally, notwithstanding his gifted oratory skills.
Gifted oratory skills, of which he has. I don't know if calling someone a Sava, you know what, might go in a category, but he does have those skills, whether you count that or not.
Aaron, are we in the policy era? I just don't know that we're in the policy era anymore with Donald Trump. I think we've moved to a different phase of the game. And I think this phase of the game.
Again, my phone died. Stupid.
Sir, you're not stupid. You're a genius.
Yeah, you're a genius, sir. That's not what she said.
What did she say, sir?
As a man, you see, bro. I love my mom. Look at you. Man, just be hitting on me. I'm the most deepest on the side. So don't listen to that, bro.
Hola, chica.
Hello. Hey, who you calling nigga?
¿Qué pasa, chica, baby?
¿Cómo está?
He aquí el Cordero de Dios, poquitos pescados del mundo.
Tell your wife I said hello.
No, she doesn't want to speak to you.
Why not?
Because you're bitch.
Why am I bitch?
Because I'm the
Why am I the bitch?
What are you talking about? Because you're like, culo. What?
How am I the bitch, motherfucker? You bitch ass nigga?
Fuck you.
You fucking Haitian motherfucker? You fucking Haitian bitch nigga?
Fuck you too. Yeah, mother bitch.
You fucking Haitian motherfucker?
Bitch.
Yeah, your ancestors bitch.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you, whore, motherfucker.
Dude, I'm my nuts.
Anything but Jeffrey Epstein. He has pushed conspiracy theories. He has discussed various accomplishments in office. He has put videos on social media that have literally nothing to do with anything going on in the country currently. But nothing was more clear than when President Trump was asked specifically about this unsealing of the grand jury documents and the fact that the Department of Justice wanted to sit down with Maxwell. Take a listen.
I don't know about it, but I think it's something that sounds appropriate to do, yeah.
The witch hunt that you should be talking about is they caught President Obama absolutely cold, Tulsi Gabbard. What they did to this country in 2016, starting in 2016, but going up all the way going up to 2020 of the election.
And Casey, one thing to note here, this has put the situation in this case, this investigation, and the memo from the Department of Justice has put the White House in a position it doesn't often find itself, which is on the defensive. Now, they had a brief moment where they felt like they were bringing the MAGA base together at the end of the week last week with that Wall Street Journal story, with the fact that they sued the Wall Street Journal. They saw the different members of the base coming to President Trump's defense, but it seems as though that is waning because what we're hearing from these MAGA loyalists and from these Republican lawmakers is they want more information and they want it quickly. One of the most interesting things I heard actually came from Armand Raju up on the Hill, who was talking to Republican Senator Josh Hawley yesterday, who said his constituents are calling him and that they want more information about Jeffrey Epstein. So not going away anytime soon, easy.
If you've been diagnosed with kidney cancer, liver cancer, testicular cancer, or ulcerative.
That's it, yeah. This shit is crazy. These kind of
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck, because they keep saying Obama got caught red-handed. Obama got caught. What the fuck Obama got caught doing, number one?
Nothing.
And number two, then your president get all of that shit thrown out. Like, Amy exempt from being prosecuted for anything
Correct.
he did.
Correct.
So what the fuck is y'all? Are y'all retarded for real? Like Matt Cool? I know something wrong with your brain, but for you not to understand what's going on here means that you are stupid for real. Like,
oh no, wait, Matt.
No other way.
Brooklyn, Matt Cool is saying that Obama's gonna get prosecuted.
He said he got caught red. He said Obama got caught red-handed. And I'm like, got caught red-handed doing what?
Doing what, man? Could you come up and explain it? Like, cause I gotta understand what exactly it is that y'all saw that was red-handed, because I don't see it. And maybe I'm overlooking it. So can you explain it? Cause I really want to know.
Matt speaks the mystic art of stupidity.
I mean, you gotta give him a chance. Maybe it's something he can bring up, and then we can all evaluate what he.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to really get to the bottom of. I want to know what it is exactly.
Because Matt P came up here with a news press release. Nobody has came up here with anything that's showing that he got caught red-handed.
Undermining a sitting president, that's what he says. Yeah. Really, Matt? Okay. Instead of doing all the chatter in the chat, come up and explain it.
But that's
it's
not
all
true
there.
from this though.
It's all there. That's the typical delusional.
Was Trump sitting at the time though? Was he the sitting president at the time?
Supposedly.
I don't remember that. I thought this was in 2016.
Yeah, he's saying that this happened in 2016 but he won that election. I'm so confused. Oh, this was the one where we was
yeah, he wasn't sitting president. He was.
Well,
he wasn't sitting president. I don't get it.
Oh yeah, he wasn't sitting president. Obama technically was the president, right? But I think that he's trying to say that he was interfering with elections, but he won. So I don't understand. I'm so confused.
Flying to red. And here's another thing. If it was all there, like Donald Trump, like you said, Brooklyn, he won the 2016 election. It was his Department of Justice. It literally was pretty much his government. This did not come out then. Like, the claims were all there, all unsubstantiated. And here we are again in 2025 with these unsubstantiated claims that these crazies like Matt Cool claim it's all there. But yet instead we haven't seen jack shit.
That's why I had to come up and explain it, because maybe there's something that he saw, something he read, that he could share with us that
Patty,
not
stop
being an
playing. You know
algorithm
there
that
isn't.
we're not.
Stop playing, Patty. You know there ain't. Stop playing.
Look, I can't cuss and yell outside right now.
He's
So
twirling.
this is the best time to do it.
Isn't this supposed to
This is
be
the
a
best time.
personal care day, Patty?
Oh, yeah. And what? No, you saying they all okay. All right. And on what? He won the election. The only thing that they even discovered in that investigation was that Russia was trying to interfere with the farm, what do they call it, the social media farm.
Multiple election, not multiple Facebook pages.
Yeah, they did that though, and they proved that they did that, and he was so player about it that he didn't bring it up at all. He let the powers he didn't want it to interfere with the election, so he didn't even bring it up, and it didn't bother his presidency at all. He was what was he I'm having a brain fart today, y'all. I'm sorry.
No, and Brooklyn, not just that. Independent cybersecurity investigations, independent of the government, also substantiated the claims of Russian interference. That's all substantiated. But this stuff that Matt Cole is talking about is still unsubstantiated in this 2025. This year, 2025.
So the most important thing here is to note that this is the thing that's moving Matt Cool, and this is a pattern I've seen in general, right? So the Epstein distraction is moved because, like, you put the Obama shiny object out. So we're seeing a real example of that right now.
Right.
And can I just say, Brooklyn, if you're having brain farts or whatever, sniffing rosemary, that little branch thingy, that helps to improve your memory, actually.
Thank you. I'm tired though. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep, but thank you for that. I'll try that.
Hey everyone, can you hear me well?
Yes.
So I remember pretty decently back in 2017. What was happening was the intelligence agencies, I believe it was like 6 of them, they all confirmed the same thing that, about Russia interfering. But what they did to interfere, it wasn't the only time they interfered in an election, because they did it in other countries, and they talked about the social media farms and things like that. What was happening was Donald, he was rejecting what his own intelligence government agencies were saying. That's what happened back then. So I don't know what they're trying to say now, but he basically back then was like, what they're saying is wrong. That's what he said back then. So kind of weird, but.
And does anybody know, as a result of that investigation, was that when they started the efforts to what do they call it? They had they were doing like cybersecurity, I don't know, something against Russia, where they were basically like watching them for cybersecurity, like, because they knew that they were a threat, right? And when Trump came in office, he stopped it, right? Was this around the same time that they started that effort to combat them with cybersecurity? I just want to know, because then it would all make sense.
No, well, listen. So Brooklyn, during that time, right? The United States, like the intelligence agencies, and and the folks responsible kind of on the cybersecurity side, they were like, things were turned up, dialed up, in their campaign to stop the Russian hacking interference, and subsequently, like what happened after too was like further inspection of the voting. Of the voting technology that we use here, to vote. Then that's when Donald Trump kind of upped the claims of the whole Dominion thing. Like he wasn't letting it go. He wasn't letting it go when everybody was saying, listen, we acknowledge that there was attempts by Russia, but we can, they were like affirming, and confirming that, listen, although there were attempts, there is no credible evidence that there was any manipulation of the votes. And furthermore, like we all have said, he won then. But he kept upping it and saying, oh, with his little minion saying that it was Dominion and it was Chavez who was responsible for this, and all this other crazy wackadoodle claims that were still unsubstantiated. And it wasn't like he was trying to turn it down. It was just that he kept turning it to something else, to the point that CEO is making too. It was always something else. And in this case, he knows, like, Epstein is like the hot topic, and he keeps trying to throw, oh, well, and if you noticed yesterday, he was like, well, Tulsi Gabbard. He was like, Tulsi Gabbard, it's all there. Like nothing. And has Tulsi Gabbard come out and said that they have, like, she got the goods on Obama? No. It's been silent. So if he's saying that his Department of Justice and his intelligence agency has it, then they should show the goods. I mean, he was quick to release the JFK files.
We're going to slow leak it, right? Because they have to make sure that the news cycle stays on top of it. So we're going to probably release things every 2 weeks or something like that. We're creating a cadence, right? This is like a social media campaign. That's how you have to think about it. It's like they drop in an album,
No, I hear you, CEO. I just don't think that they have anybody on their team that's that smart. I mean, like what we're seeing now with the media, like Wall Street Journal, these folks, as much as he denied what's going on, we see the videotapes of Epstein at his wedding and him hanging out with Epstein. That's coordinated. That's smart. I don't think that Donald Trump and anybody in his camp is that smart. But I get what you're saying.
Is there any evidence that was produced that Russia actually interfered in any world election? No, let me say that correctly. That they actually attacked voting machines or anything?
No, there was never. Right.
Okay, gotcha.
It's about influence, not like actual cheating.
And yeah, that's what I've always thought about what they were doing. Basically creating these farms, influence people to think differently. It was very divisive, which is how they were getting people to vote the way they would like.
Or suppressing people from voting royals.
Right. Yeah, it was a whole social media. It was like, the attack, was a social attack. It was changing the hearts and minds of the electorate, or finding ways to suppress voting, and it was all done through social media campaigns, and all that stuff was outed. Like, the paying of bots and folks to get on social media and make negative claims against Hillary Clinton and against the Democratic Party and all that stuff. So that's where the biggest fights were. But as far as attacking the voting infrastructure, no. I mean, what it did do is spur us to put in, tighten up controls and look at vulnerabilities in the voting systems. But there was no proof that the voting systems had been hacked.
Which is something that's probably always going to be hard to fight. Really the social aspect of it, because I mean, bots and things like that. What is anybody supposed to do about that? Is there an actual crime? Probably not. Not that I know of, but if someone maybe a lawyer here to tell me something different. So, because I can go on there, create bots to say all kind of sorts of things and make people, divide, to cause conflict, and make them not want to vote or vote a particular way. So I think that's probably something that Russia feels safe on doing, and there's really nothing you can do about it.
All right, so didn't he say that Barack Obama undermined
the authority of the president. Is that not what it is? I'm going somewhere with this. Just asking a rhetorical question. But understand, when you are the president, you want to raise the idea into the atmosphere of questioning, undermining the president because you're the current president. You want to make a big issue out of the idea of undermining the president. That's a big no-no. Man, Barack did that. You can't undermine the seat of the presidency of the United States of America, which he sits in. Y'all can't see the play? You can't see the mental and at the same time, get everybody's attention off of the Epstein pile. You can't see the play?
Wait, that was the statement he made? That sounds incoherent. That's completely incoherent. I don't even understand what that means. I'm the manager and I'm of a organization, and I'm undermining the manager of the organization. But I'm the manager of. I'm confused.
Well, that's the point. Well, I don't know what to tell you that. I don't know how to tell you that.
What? I'm confused by what you just said, because I understood sweet, but
yeah, I can't explain somebody else's.
No, but you said that Donald Trump said that Barack Obama, who was the president, was undermining the presidential office or the presidency. I'm confused by that. I don't understand.
Yeah, I can't.
What he's saying is that Donald Trump is trying to distract the people. That's basically what Sweet is saying. And yes, Sweet, we see it, and I think that you're really asking the MAGAs that question. They don't see it though. Obviously.
Yeah, well, I'm putting it out there to whoever is called himself American, called himself a human being on the planet. Once you see the crooked dice in the crooked dice game, all you gotta do is expose the fact that there's crooked dice, and then, oh, okay, I got it now. I see what they're doing. It's like, oh, that's the Wizard of Oz. Okay, I see. But you don't have to debate the truth of what's going on, because there's no truth in it. It's just it's a play. It's a mental, because he knows I'm in that seat now. I'm doing all this stuff with ICE. I got that going on with the big beautiful bill. I got the Department of Justice. So he moving all these pieces around while, oh man, let me get the topic off of Epstein. That's it. There's no substance in debating Barack Obama and this thing. There's nothing. It's just 24 hours keep going by. September will come and go, and it's like, meanwhile, business as usual and what is actually he's doing. And so masters are proof that they're not cool with the immigrant piece. He rode in on that horse. But how you doing this, bro? And the masters are saying, no, MAGA, everybody, look, man, you messing up the American economy, man. There's a way to do things. So don't get caught in the weeds of, oh, I gotta get rid of them. Okay, we got that, bro, but slow down because you're sounding kind of delusional. We gotta, how you do it matters. Talk about nuclear energy, about economy, the world, bro, there's a lot at stake here. You're not
It is definitely a lot at stake, Sweet. I agree with you wholeheartedly. This is a play in the face of the American people for real, because as you guys were talking, I went to look to see if I was right about the cybersecurity, him giving the directive to the I think it's called CISA. It's like a section of it's a section of Homeland Security that covers cybersecurity. He gave them a directive in February to thwart any plans or any problems with Russia, basically saying that they were no longer a threat to America, right? So we loosened up our cybersecurity watch on Russia. Meanwhile, this cybersecurity, their efforts all started around 2016 with the other vote. It was all of this started around 2016, and now he told them to not do it anymore. So it looks like he's trying to get. He's being weird. I don't see how people are not seeing this.
Brooklyn. No, now I know what you meant. You're talking about now on his second term. Did he loosen he loosened like any monitoring of cyber? Yeah, you're absolutely right, because when right after, and I was having this argument with like Manfinity about it. And he actually is crippling CISA, and just so for those who don't know, like when there are major cyber attacks and vulnerabilities and corporate infrastructure and things like that, it's CISA, which is like the advisory for like to tell corporations and to tell the government like, hey, you need to upgrade and patch because we're seeing credible threats of these type of cyber attacks.
Yeah, a lot of people too.
Yeah, he is definitely crippling that. The other part of that too is like there's a common vulnerability. It's called the CVE. Like a lot of us in cybersecurity, we utilize this public service, this public and private like donations to run this organization, and they track all the cybersecurity and vulnerabilities in software. He literally, like, there was a couple months ago where he had pulled funding for him. They could not run and operate. Like, so if you needed any information on a vulnerability, you couldn't get it because he's been pulling back like all of these things that keep us safe. It's so weird what he's doing right now.
Well, look at FEMA. Look at what we just saw. The communication, the ability to, it's NPR, PBS, shut it down. I want to be the only voice. If you don't see autocraticness come out to your mind, that now that I'm in the seat, anybody that object with me, you gotta go, and let's get rid of as many objections where possible, and you don't have to vote again, I got this, and dismantling this this Constitution and packaging it or something, and to the degree that the Department of Justice, to the degree that the law, the system, will allow it, he understands that, or people behind him understand. That was dry, he's sitting in a seat, he's a figurehead, really, but there's a lot pushing him, there's a lot backing him, there's a lot that's tied to what he does. And when he feels, ooh, that's not working, he backpedals. But as long as he feels, ooh, ain't nobody seeing it, okay, cool, let's keep the Wizard of Oz tricks going. As long as they know, but as soon as he do, oh, damn, deflect, hurry up and deflect, because they getting close to you, man. Hey, MLK. Barack Obama. It raise up stuff that really sparks your base at the core, beyond the mindset, like core of your base.
I got a question real quick. So remember yesterday when he was on his little speech I guess he was in the Oval, wherever he was at, with the people from Philippines, right? And he was like, we moved some stuff out of the basement. We got the Declaration of Independence here. Right. They had it hidden away. I remember going to DC and seeing the Declaration of Independence, and it was for the public to see, like it was out in the glass for the public. You know what I mean? So what exactly is he trying to insinuate? Like,
I'm a real president. I really love America. These other presidents before me, they didn't.
But when he took it and put it in the Oval, that's what he did. He took it because it wasn't hidden. It wasn't hidden from anybody.
Yeah, he said he got it from the basement. He said he dusted it off. It was he made it seem like it was way hidden somewhere. Yeah, I mean, he don't take stuff, and he knows he's in a position nobody can come fact check it. Nobody's gonna spend the rest of their life on that point. That's what he's a master at. Put it out there, and then be like, well, why are you talking about that? Because you put it out there. But a lot of it is like the ability to just sidestep that. Back to what we're really talking about, sir. Mr. President, the seat of the presidency. So that seat carries a lot of weight, like a lot of seats on this planet, but at the end of the day, what are you doing in the seat? That's what's going to be the judgment. That's the judge right there is, the doingness. It's not that we, if you notice in his presidency, this time around, time 2.0 here, you hear his pundits talk like this. Well, you're saying the president doesn't have the power to do that? How many times have you heard that? You say the president has the power, it's his cabinet, he can find that person. He's pressing that limit. Like, so he just, because he can do it, don't say nothing. Don't question the efficacy, the efficiency of doing it. Because I'm trying, that's back to the autocraticness. That's back to the dictatorness of the thing. It's like, which totally is in a different spirit than what people were buying into the last 200 years, in this thing called America. Like, of the people, by the people, for the people, even defining who is the people. Oh, okay, yeah, black folks, now you consider the people too. At first, no, 1790, they ain't part of the people we talking about. You know, and they just for sure definitely wasn't part of the people. So this is what is coming down. Like, a lot of it is who gets to vote. Remember the two women that got all that money from him. We're talking about voting. And it put all that pressure, all that was on those two ladies, and they like, we just doing a job counting these votes. Y'all remember that? Like, and they were scared to come out the damn house, like, and the threats, and that's how serious it's about. That's why the redistricting, because the only thing that allowed them to do anything is supposedly, you know, electoral college and the votes, and, well, the people voted me in, a mandate, I can do whatever I want, I'm president. Don't question the authority of the president. What are you doing? You're anti-American. It's all of that play. Hey, don't question me. Don't you eyeball me. I'm doing this. Hey, I'm running. You don't know what you did. You too stupid to understand what's going on here. It's this kind of energy that mass be like, bro, slow down. Like, no, hold up. You can't just. And now I think babies is what's pushing over the edge. Pedophilia and dealing with babies some kind of way, it's like, okay, if anything can bring you crashing down, keep playing with some babies, man, and hide the fact that you hanging out with people playing with babies and sexually molested. That's what, like, don't touch that. He know, you people gonna connect some dots. So let's talk about Barack Obama again. Let's talk about MLK again. I mean, shit, let's talk about the Dodgers. Let's talk about anything. Like earthquakes. I don't know. Just don't talk about that. Because the people have proven across the planet to be very unrelenting about you playing with the babies, man. You sexually abusing, having fun with it, just grabbing them with it. Man, they can't defend themselves. Now you wake up in spiritual. Jesus suffered the little children to come unto me. Don't play with the children. The children is all we got, man. You create new systems, but you mess up all these babies, it's a wrap. Ain't nobody else coming that can do anything.
And so when he told he told Washington State that he wasn't gonna give them some funding, something for what? It was like for a stadium or something, if they didn't rename
the Washington Red Light. Yeah, that's crazy. Didn't the people
that shit is wild for real.
The people I think it's so close to him. He's in Washington, so now he's got attention on it. I don't know, but then the people say the natives are like, we're not cool with that. And he don't like that. You mean the natives can come together, the people that love, you know, you're mimicking and mocking the Native Americans of this land, and what is it, the Cleveland Indians. And so those that push back against that, like, look, man, that's not cool. Like, bro, you're just laughing in the face of these people. That, come on, man, you know, that's not cool. And I think that at his core upsets him. Like, the people would actually have the audacity to come together and say, let's right that wrong, man. Let's call it something different. Don't keep on putting my ancestors out there like you just finna just, nah, I don't think you're doing too much. And then, so now you're like, no, let's get it back to that. I'm like the good old days. I'm getting it back to cowboys and Indians, man. I don't know. It's that energy. That when you
I'm not sure it's that deep. Did you see that tweet they showed of him in like 2014 when he said the president should never comment on a sports team's name, right? So I'm not sure there's any value there, like you're talking about. I think it was just another opportunity to pull out like his greatest hits, right? Like, because if you looked at what was that late last week, he dropped about like 17 different things, and it ended up just being like the Obama thing was the one that stuck. So he's just focusing on that.
Yeah, it doesn't take away from anything I said.
How much traction do you think this Obama thing? Because it seems like it got a lot of traction.
It has a lot of traction. Yeah, I mean, in fact, like, so I have this, I had a friend, one mega influencer, Bill Mitchell, and he was trying to actually tweet about how, like, the Obama thing doesn't make sense and it shouldn't go anywhere and there's, like, nothing that's going to happen. And he got raked. He got completely slammed. Like, they are so into going after Obama. Like, you can be a MAGA influencer and still get slammed if you just say anything that doesn't seem completely
I don't think people remember what life was like when Obama was president amongst the Tea Party, and joking that and the threats on Obama's life inside America. I don't think people really remember or understand. And Trump knew that energy of his base couldn't stand the greed that we ain't having this black to be president and healthcare. I can't let him have a good legacy. I gotta do. Because it's at the core of what upsets this man. It's like that's traction. That's going down the road of living up to the creed of the Constitution of the United States or Declaration of Freedom. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal except for the blacks. You see, that doesn't say that, but when it plays out, that's how it's been playing out. So when you start to actually live up to that in these he called it shithole countries before all this immigration stuff that we watching. So, the full body of work, history will put together. We get caught in different little time frames, but the full body of the whole, all the picture, all the thought, and then you watch it play out a certain way. He's consistent, but I'm not going to give credit for consistency when you're talking about consistently denying rights to people. No, that ain't no credit statement.
But you know what it is? Like, this is the thing that drives Trump crazy about Obama. The Nobel Peace Prize, the fact that he's probably the most influential president living today and in modern history, and the most transformative. And he is still wildly popular years after leaving the presidency. He's loved and adored around the world. And that drives Donald Trump's orange skin crazy that he doesn't have that same thing. Because if you notice since he's been back in office too, you got a sycophants out here trying to apply for him to be, for the Nobel Peace Prize. Trying to do all these things to kind of make him stack up to Obama, and he doesn't. That's the reality. Oh, and as far as remembering Obama's terms, his twice 2-year term, I remember it well. The questioning whether he was born here, always saying Barack Hussein Obama, always trying to make that distinction that he's not white. I mean, always trying to make that distinction. The wagging of the finger, not just Donald Trump, but Mitch McConnell and every other Republican who made it their mission instead of going to the inauguration, openly saying that they were planning to make him a one-term president. I mean, if others don't, I remember it vividly on how they treated that man and his family.
Cartoons and monkeys, man, they was doing most.
You know how God comes in and he berates them, MAGA, and the way they believe policy-wise. What they do is they try to do the same thing to people who might have voted for the right? And I think he actually, Doc, that is, I think he actually has the right energy. And I have to take some days off and just to really think about this. The reason why is because, A, you cannot be fearful. You gotta have a complete heart and you have to stand on your toes on what you believe. Right? Every single day. That's your energy. Because the energy that they put out is their energy. Right? No matter what, no matter how much they disprove, they will think that it's they successful presidents that we've had by particular policies as well as popularity, right? And so the point I'm making is you have to call them on it. You have to stand 10 toes down and give them hard energy and stop pussyfooting around. When it comes to the Donald, like people need to really start saying no. I don't accept this, and be strong about it, because people are not strong about it. They're like, well, he's a president, and like, you know, they're doing this Lightfoot type of bullshit. If Donald was in my face right now, I would give him the same exact smoke he gives Barack Obama, straight on. Nothing to hold back. I would not legitimize this bitch. I would literally call him a bitch to his fucking face, because that's what he is. So, I'm saying all of this things. We can't just stop pussyfooting, but we have to say, yeah, all these files for what it is. Barack Obama is this, Donald Trump is that. He doesn't deserve to have a Nobel Peace Prize because he hasn't done anything. He's a lazy piece of shit. That's what he is. Stop pussyfooting. Say what he is.
Okay. Let me go back to Harvard. Didn't Barack Hussein Obama, in Trump's mind, this foreigner, this immigrant, did he not graduate from Harvard?
He did.
Right. Okay.
He did.
And now I'm drawing a correlation.
Long review.
Could it be so crazy that it's so far-fetched that Donald Trump, we're looking at Harvard now and what he's doing with Harvard and his higher education, dismantling it, get rid of letting these Barack Hussein Obamas get, you know, scholarships and coming over, our money's going to making these other people smart, and they're coming in here.
I'm confused.
You're taking this too far now.
Hold on.
Trump went after Harvard because of Obama. It's just weird. That's just weird.
We're trying to wrap our fingers around some weird behavior.
Okay, so I'll explain it to you. So here, let me give you a perspective.
No, I wasn't even done, bro. But
okay, you've talked a lot. I haven't said a word in like 20 minutes. So can I?
You always try that trick.
You can go after me.
In this room.
Okay, go ahead.
I said a few words and got off the mic.
You said a lot.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, the quality of what I said was very impactful and heavy. But I didn't say a lot at the time. Go replay it back. I wasn't on the mic.
Go, sweet. Your point.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And so, I'm just saying that it's easy for me to see that, you know, like Royal couldn't see what I was saying earlier. I don't know why, but when you see a man that's attacking knowledgeable people, oh, wow, Mr. the President of Africa, you speak English so well, wow. It's like you're watching a certain kind of a mind. When you watch what comes out of a person's mouth, you're seeing their mind on display. And when he's man, and you're watching now the doingness of that mind with Harvard and dismantling and, you know, making America weaker, when you don't have the intellectual research and you're undermining research money, that's a big thing, man. Like right now and down the road. And you're messing up relationships and what amount of goodwill America has with feeding people, not feeding people to become people to destroy you, but just the goodwill of that. And just, I mean, we gotta talk about what we're seeing. We're live now. 100 years from now, they'll look back at CEO and Swede and Patty and Brooklyn like, didn't anybody recognize the damn game? Nobody saw what was going on? Like, you can't see it? I know it's kind of like maybe Rubik's Cube or something, or Sudoku. What's the word? Sudoku. It's kind of, you know, you got to play. It's not just checkers, but you got to see the play at some point. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty nuanced and you know, it's a lot of moving pieces to the play, but it's you know, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Are you done yet? Sweet.
When she said you have to land, I said okay. I said okay. Did you hear that part, CEO?
All right.
And I
so okay, thanks. Yeah. So there's another possibility that's simpler. Donald Trump is just deeply transactional. He's the most transactional person we've seen in public life. Like, In January, when we was at Jimmy Carter's funeral, it benefited him to be seen as a unifier. That's what he wanted to be. So he sat next to Obama and joked with him, invited him to play golf. If Obama had agreed to play golf, he would have played that up and all this and that, right? Because that's what would have benefited him transactionally in the moment. Last week, with all the Epstein now, it transactionally benefits him to slam Obama and to get his base throbbing, upset, and proving at the mouth, and to get all geeked about it. That's all it is. Like, it's just transactions for him. It's not any deeper. It is the transactions to help him get whatever he wants accomplished.
This administration is trash. Did y'all read what Matt Cool put in the chat? Something about Hillary's health assessment or some type of health report that was released by Tulsi Gabbard. You really think that HIPAA doesn't apply? What's going on here? Where do y'all get this shit? I really want to know. Like, man, you got so much information, but you're not sharing it with us. Where are you getting your information? What the fuck is going on here? Y'all can't be this stupid. You can't be this dumb. Now I'm out the fucking store. I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna give y'all a warning. What y'all don't know, there's a lot of black people mad about this shit. Okay? No, dummy. All health reports on presidents are only available when they make it available. Do you know that the president doesn't have to share shit with you? Do you know that? You the dumbest motherfucker in the room right now. We done gave your dumb ass a fucking chance to come up here and have a conversation. And I said we was gonna be polite. But you keep putting in misinformation. If you got the fucking information, get your dumb ass up here. Because obviously there's something I ain't reading. I don't know. There's some new legislation that came down and we need to fucking learn. God damn. Stupid motherfucker.
Then he said, was that lawsuit would already be filed? Did you say Hillary Clinton or Bill Clinton?
Child, he said Clinton, period, about, wait, he said Hillary Clinton health report. They were hiding just because he COVID. Has he lost his fucking mind?
Hillary was never a president, so why the fuck would we have her health information?
That part. Like the president, guess what? She don't have to.
Even if she was, but she wasn't, right? So she wouldn't have she couldn't have made her health records public to anybody because she's a private citizen in that regard. Why the fuck would she release anything to y'all for y'all to use against her? That shit sound crazy. I mean, you it's like you can't tell that you spread your own propaganda. Are y'all that desperate to make Trump look good that you gotta lie? That's what I'm saying. Like, if it was all good, if he was all that, you wouldn't have to lie to cover up his fucking faults. But you're lying as a person. Like, you're not even involved in nothing. You have no power. You can't do shit but sit on your fucking fingers. And you fucking lying for a nigga that won't do shit for you. That shit crazy.
You know what a lot of these people don't realize is if something go down with Obama, I promise you, there's a lot of black people gonna be mad. And I'm talking about the ones that voted, even the ones that voted for fucking Trump. You got black folks that voted for Trump that said, like, Obama is the final. You got Anthony that said that the other night. So I'm going to tell y'all think black folks dangerous? You're going to really see how dangerous black people can get.
Hell yeah, because the whole time he was president, we was waiting for a nigga to make a move on him.
Y'all don't know.
We was waiting for y'all to fucking try some shit, okay?
Y'all think
y'all not AFO around with Obama.
Yeah, y'all really think things is peachy and cream and all that. I'm telling y'all, that's one black man y'all don't want to mess around with. Trust and believe. You know, he gave a lot of hope to black people just to see him become president. Whether they agree with what he had going on or not, a lot of them's gonna go up. You think things nice?
You think y'all make up 60% of the population? You're gonna see how much of the population y'all make up fuck around with Obama.
So that's so fucking bad. Y'all been slandering him for the last 2 weeks. I can't. I'm not about to keep dealing with this shit right now. If they put cuffs on him, if the police even look his way, it's gonna be anarchy around this bitch.
Don't take the bait, First Lady. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
See, they saying rioting. They done seen Floyd protest. They done called this Antifa, all kinds of stuff. They done said all kinds of extra shit, but y'all ain't seen nothing. Y'all seen LA riots. Y'all done seen riots. Y'all ain't seen nothing. Y'all mess around and play this game with Obama.
That's a fucking fact. Now.
That part.
Yeah, and another thing, like, to the people that want to be a part of the Black community, you know who I'm talking about. Y'all can't even be like this, man. Y'all are like, I'm telling you, if you are a Black person and you're MAGA, you are never to ever be set foot in the Black community. You will never get a pass. You will never get nothing, because in the past 2 weeks, the shit that he's done to Black people, MLK, Obama, he's arresting goddamn all kinds of people of color for no reason and trying to accuse them of being immigrants. If y'all go through, if y'all keep with this shit, right? You're excommunicated right now as of right today, right? But we not playing with you. You gonna get your ass kicked too in the riot if some shit go down.
After we get y'all with the MAGA Trump stickers on your car.
Hey, Melly Mel.
Hey, Mom.
How you gonna know that that you gonna beat the right person up, Oprah?
You know they be around here.
They proud.
They be having the stickers and yard signs. Yeah, these people out here real loud. And it's gonna be a little bit too late to go on silent after something go down with Obama. Shit. Remember when Kamala won? Freaking Just can freaking identify every vehicle in his goddamn neighborhood that voted for Trump. Y'all gonna fuck around?
I don't know. Y'all better, since y'all in Atlanta, I think y'all should go to Anthony's house first. I'm just saying.
Anthony said he riding on their ass too. That's the bad part. That's why I said MAGA coming for y'all. Black MAGA coming for y'all too. Y'all think it's a game. We gonna live up to every fucking stereotype y'all ever fucking teach your children.
That's a fucking fact.
When y'all get to Texas, let me know. I'll meet y'all at the border.
Hello.
So we can hit up Matt and Trent's house.
Oh no, I'll wait at the border on the other side to meet me. I'm not participating. I'll let y'all in the door. I'll let y'all in the gate. I'll wait for y'all.
You stand on the other side and let the Mexicans come, okay? So they can fight with us too, because we're gonna need backup.
I can orchestrate that. I can orchestrate. They're gonna be the new 16. I'll orchestrate that. I just want to say, Mel, girl, I watched it, girl.
What you watch?
Girl.
Did you watch the show?
Yeah.
Oh, what did you think? Basketball.
We gotta talk.
So this is the thing.
I'm watching like episode 3, so I gotta catch up.
She mentioned that people are mentioning that she pushed Mom first, which was right. Yes, she did push Mom first.
No, Mom bumped into. Mom put her hands on her to move her out the door. She took it too far. She said, "Don't put your hands on me,"
and then she went back.
Exactly.
The social media is going crazy. She did put out a statement, You know who did put out a statement also? What's her name? Ming?
Yeah.
Ming puts out a statement saying that, oh, she touched Jackie first. I didn't know this when we were filming, but I just seen the show, blah, 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 blah. She put out a statement. But then in the statement, she's like, oh, I'm going to stay out of family business. So why would you put out a statement? Mind your motherfucking business.
Exactly. But she didn't touch Jackie first. Jackie push.
Yeah, because when Ming said that, I was like, did I watch something that, was I?
Yeah, it looks like that when you look at the commercial, but when you actually see the whole video, or the clip, Jackie's walking up to her and pushing her. Now, will I say that she over-exaggerated by saying, don't put your hands on me? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And pushing her. But still, even pushing did not give her the right to punch her daughter.
Yeah.
That wasn't warranted either. That was
a lot.
Agree. Exactly.
Yeah, it was messed up. You know what I was listening to yesterday? The interview of her oldest daughter. She did an interview with Hollywood Unlocked, and I guess just speaking on mom, and mom didn't really raise her. Grandma raised her. At 9 years old, they went to live with mom. Grandma went to live with mom, and then she obviously also left. But that her father was locked up. I was like, damn, she went from an inmate to a basketball player. That's plenty of come up. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So that wolf, I didn't know you, brother.
I don't know if you heard me, right?
Huh?
You was able to hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. No, because I'm in the hospital, the cafeteria, so I don't know how the reception is.
Yeah, it's loud. Okay. Okay, Madeline, I'll stay focused. Yeah, I don't know, Patty, so is it looking like they're really going to try to arrest him, or is it just still just a bunch of talk?
I think they just talking, but I think they're just talking for like using it as propaganda. But they keep talking, and MAGA expects something, and they go through the motions. They gonna find out real soon.
I think Obama knows more than we know, and this is a public threat.
They talking about Obama.
Yeah, first of all, there has to be an indictment. There's no way in the world that's happening.
Right. I said that. I said this is propaganda. But what I'm saying is, let's say they find a way around. And it ain't going to be no race war. It's going to be a MAGA war. All MAGA going down. Now, if it happen to be a whole bunch of white men, then guess what? You can call it what you want.
Well, first of all, the Secret Service ain't allowing that. So we could just forget that part. Like,
Secret Service ain't allowing what?
They would never allow, like, how would that actually work?
Can't say, if you having a warrant for your arrest, Secret Service, only thing they're going to do is follow you to the prison or to the jail.
He means Obama, Secret Service, right?
Yeah, but
how they going to follow you to the jail, Roy? They were talking about what would happen if Trump would have got arrested, right? They were looking at how they would build an area for him to have someone watch him. That's it. If he would have went to prison, he still would have had Secret Service detail. Just would have been behind prison bars.
I mean, that's true. I'm just trying to figure out which agency would actually do the arresting. If that was the...
Leave up here talking about it's a race war. You think it's only white people that voted for him?
He did put question marks. He was asking.
Don't think about it like that. That's why I said you got MAGA on your plate, MAGA sticker on your car. You already identified some of you.
It's up and stuck.
Stuck.
Crazy. Hey Robert, hey Dana, hey Beaver, hey Fish Belly, good to see you. Cauliflower. Oh, that'd be nice. I would like some cauliflower tonight. That might be something I can do. Hey Juicy Juice. Let Obama get arrested. I'm bringing a white chair and crashing whatever he wants. Y'all remember the white chair?
You already know.
That's great.
They're gonna be like, them stereotypes real.
Not them stereotypes real.
Black people got an extra muscle in their arm and leg. That make them real fast. You know that shit y'all like to say about us being bred like monkeys and dogs?
Oh my. I forgot I was off mute. Cardi Gray had to go to jail.
Behind that abusive ass dude. She crazy, but I think she don't deserve none of that shit she went through with that dude.
What you mean? She broke into his house. What are you saying? That girl is the nuts.
Yeah, she's nuts, but he was beating her ass. I don't know why she broke in his house. That's a whole nother story. His ass.
So you break in his house to get your ass beat? Amazing.
Yeah, but he beat her before that too.
My point is, if he's whooping my ass, I'm not gonna break into your house so he can whoop my ass more. That's my point.
I think she was so adamant on catching him into shit. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
That's what I'm talking about. She crazy. She be doing some crazy wild stuff. How she had the camera set up when they was out of town. She couldn't even control herself. Like, what is he gonna do while y'all out in a whole nother country? All right, so that wolf says, nah, you will be in the street screaming the police put some of y'all in the jail. That's all. Okay? I think you're staying home because you're a small prick. You set me up with that one, GC. I wasn't expecting.
By the way, it's Leo season.
Hey, you guys. Any of you read Rex Stevens' column in the New York Times today?
That's Al.
Yeah, he wrote just a really juicy little piece, opinion piece, entitled, No, Israel is not committing genocide in Gaza, and I am just sick to my stomach. I mean, I gotta tell you, I never liked the guy, but this is very destructive, this piece that he wrote. And it's pretty much what you expect. It's number one, why aren't there more casualties? Like they have the ability to carpet bomb and wipe them all out, but there's only 50,000 people dead. And then it goes on to give another bunch more bullshit. And I'm just so disturbed because we're at like the tail end of this horrific massacre. I mean, the people in Gaza are at the fourth stage of malnutrition. There's nothing left there. And I read this thing and And what he does too is, he pulls out the thing about in Nazi Germany, all of the collateral damage of, people who were killed because this is what happens in war. But nope, that's not a genocide. And then he goes on to say that anybody who's questioning, the Jewish people who are questioning this, are in fact creating more anti-Semitism. Wrong, quite the opposite. So I'm just really disgusted today. I was just texting back and forth with my son about it, and I said, this is like an abuser saying, well, I only raped her. I could have killed her. It's like, fuck you. Anyway, thank you for letting me speak. I'm just disgusted.
I think what beating is causing more anti-Semitism.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I think that New York. What's up, Belle? How you feeling?
Well, I'm still feeling happy over my positive CAT scan, so that's good. But I'm really just sick to my stomach over. I mean, I've been heartsick for 2 years over Gaza. I had a conversation with somebody yesterday who reminded me that, when I was diagnosed with right around 10/7, and I felt for like almost 2 years like I had this one tumor that was treatable, but I had this other tumor in my heart that was not treatable. So, when I read this kind of an opinion piece that just, is a fodder for everybody who calls people who are protesting Gaza, anti-Semitic, I just get so angry and sick that I just want to throw something at somebody. I don't know. I'm very hard sick about it.
I ain't gonna lie, October 7th, I expected Israel to come, but you gotta come get your kids, right? That's an expectation. Because you come attack the United States, what we gonna do? We gonna come for your throne. But when you're attacking entire populations of innocent people, that's something else, right? You're going too far.
Well, I mean, for God's sake, starving people to death?
Yeah, and
my God. I mean, I was like on day 3 of this horror watching it. And I remember it so clear. Well, first of all, I was on Clubhouse in the room where it happened on 10/7. It was really crazy. I happened to be in a room, and all of a sudden, this guy named George, who didn't go under the name George, he went under the name Gabriel, who's a super Zio, and also actually a really nice guy, came running in and told us. It was like 3 a.m. here. I mean, this was like another 9/11 for me. And everybody just started screaming and freaking out. There were no news, nothing on X, nothing anywhere. Nobody knew what was going on. And people in the room started calling their families in Israel. And it was Shabbat there, so, people's phones are turned off. And we ended up listening in live stream to somebody in the kibbutz with knocking on the door and screaming going on. I mean, it was, honest to God, it was such a trauma. And at like 6 a.m, I got up and went over to my kid's house because my son-in-law is a rabbi and they're Shomer Shabbos, and I needed to tell them what had happened because I knew their phones were off. I mean, as a Jewish person, this has been so incredibly excruciating, you guys. I mean, Scotty and I are, very careful about how much we talk about this on the app because there are, we've got some super uber magazios on here who, we all know who they are, and they've created such a, you hear Norm, every time you ever see Norm come in a room, the next thing you're going to see is me in the chat saying, Norm does not speak for all Jews. I mean, look I'm 71 years old. I spent my whole life identifying myself as a proud Jewess. And there's plenty to be proud of about being Jewish, but this isn't it. And I just got to tell you, it's so horrible to watch this in real time. I mean, I used to think, God, what did they, I mean, I had grandparents, may they rest in peace, with numbers on their arms. I used to think, well, what didn't they know? How could they have not known? And then when there was television, and I was watching Syria and Kosovo and all these things, I thought, well, this could never happen again. There won't be another Holocaust because we can see it. Well, guess what? We're seeing it. This has been televised, right? And yet. So I'm just a little hard sick today. It's pouring rain outside in Minneapolis, and it's kind of how I'm feeling. But I'm happy I'm with you guys.
Happy to have you as well. Definitely have solace here.
Guys, if you think about it, I mean, technically speaking, United States now belongs to Germany. If you think about it, right? He's German. So, I mean, you guys, we're like brothers and sisters now. So, welcome to Germany. Welcome. You're like Europeans now, basically.
If you'll allow me, I'm going to put something in the chat. I think I've done it before in this room, but my son, who's a very, very serious political activist, has created a petition for people to sign that says that they will ask all of their politicians that they will not support any politician who is supporting funding for the genocide. And I'm not talking about defensive weapons. I'm not talking about the Iron Dome. I'm talking specifically about the bombs that they are dropping that is causing little children's limbs to fall off and people to be burned to death. So if it's okay with you, I'll put the link in the chat. It's a petition. Look at it, see what you feel, sign it if you want.
Yeah, no problem. October 7th and Netanyahu, I mean, the Israeli people were rising up against Netanyahu from what I'm understanding was coming out. And you guys were very, very close from getting him out then. And that was the true cause. Smash cut to today, they're putting this New Yorker, I mean, that op-ed, that's just the most disgusting, deplorable thing I've ever heard. And it sounds like a major deflection from the Epstein list that's going to expose Netanyahu, how tied together, how he's been an Israeli intelligence agent for Israel, Epstein. And I think Jared Kushner has a lot of blood on his hands. And I feel like that's another reason why they're deflecting, because a lot of money's going through him.
Yeah, I think that's a really, really good point. Well, if you guys would allow me, I would love to stream a short piece on this. It's a piece entitled, I Thought We Said Never Again, but your call.
Yes,
I vote to hear it.
Mm-hmm. I agree, I vote, yep.
Hang on. All right. I don't know if this is a computer voice or whether this was taped. This is a piece called I Thought We Said Never Again, The Moral Crisis of the Benefit of the Doubt.
I thought we said never again. The moral crisis of the benefit of the doubt. This is a brutal post. This is going to get ugly and confrontational. I take no pleasure in writing this, but I feel the need to spell out some very strong feelings and their underlying logic. I grew up in the heart of the American Jewish community, and I found a career there. I experienced the deep, unflinching support for Israel, which I initially shared. But over the course of decades, as I came to understand more about the Jewish state and the political movement to support it here in the United States, I wrestled with friends, with family, and with clergy over the contradictions, the crimes, and the propaganda. Some in my circle have fought hard against the advance of illiberal Zionism. Still others have held Israel close despite its crimes, even doubling down in recent years on defending the indefensible. It has been gutting to witness. Since this post is painful for me to write and surely difficult for you to read, I will ease us into the moment with a soothingly familiar allegory from the 2011 Wall Street thriller Margin Call. The firm faces an existential crisis of its own making, with no good options left at the 45th minute of the 11th hour. CEO John Tolt flies in from London to determine the best course of action.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Sullivan. Do you care to know why I'm in this chair with you all? I mean, why I earn the big bucks? Yes. I'm here for one reason and one reason alone. I'm here to guess what the music might do a week, a month, a year from now. That's it. Nothing more. I'm standing here tonight. I'm afraid that I don't
crisis that its model for understanding the world is broken. Within 24 hours, a strategic decision is made and dutifully executed. But democracies don't operate with such cold efficiency. When a model dominant in shaping a democratic nation's policies no longer works, it can take years or even decades for that nation to wake up and adjust. If Israel operated with the same self-interested efficiency of an optimized Wall Street firm, it would have realized within 2 weeks of October 7, 2023, that its model for success in our world had shattered. Instead, policymaking in Israel remains a messy process where the disincentives for bad behavior have yet to trigger a course correction. Call it what you will: apartheid, ethnic cleansing, war crimes, crimes against humanity, genocide. Whatever term one chooses to describe Israel's treatment of non-citizen Palestinians under its control, those policies are destroying Israel and its place in the world. The music has stopped, yet Israel continues to move feverishly to the beat of its own internal drum. Israel is out here hawking the human rights version of mortgage-backed credit default swaps, while the entire world knows them to be worthless. Yet the United States continues to buy, like a drug dealer fronting product to a deeply indebted customer, knowing full well they will never be repaid. If your only signal was the continuation of American support, you would have missed that Israel is evolving into the closest historical heir of the Third Reich. Some people struggle with this analogy, so let me unpack why I find it so fitting. Genocide plus belligerent regional imperialism equals Hitler's Germany. While there have been many attempted genocides since the Nazis' final solution, Israel's effort to obliterate more than 2 million Palestinians is unique because it is unfolding while the country mercilessly attacks 4 of its neighbors: Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, and Iran. Remember that the United States would not have gone to war with the Axis powers if the stakes had been the mere lives of millions of Jews and millions more so-called undesirables. Germany, Italy, and Japan were trying to take over the world. Israel's expansive regional ambition, coupled with its well-documented attempted genocide, make it the closest thing we've seen to Nazi Germany since the end of the Second World War. So, now that we know Israel is following the path of Nazi Germany, what do we do about it? First, we stop debating the facts. Whether one applies the technical terms available to describe Israel's indefensible treatment of Palestinians, none can argue in good faith that any of it is legal or self-defense. We recognize efforts to defend Israeli conduct as bad faith, baseless, and not worthy of our time or energy. We know you know better, and we're tired of pretending you don't. Second, we stop providing the benefit of the doubt to our friends, family, or elected officials. As we approach 2 years of empirical genocide, anyone choosing to deny that genocide is operating only with the motivated reasoning of a Nazi. Anyone with a fully formed brain and a semi-functioning heart can sift through the bullshit and listen to the testimony of the victims themselves, to the Israeli leaders proudly announcing their genocidal intent, and to the countless genocide scholars and international bodies pointing to a Rubicon that has long since been crossed. I'm not telling you that you have to globalize the Intifada, nor am I demanding that you shout from the rooftops, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. But let me be clear. If your response to the above statement is anything other than Palestinians are not currently free, they should be, and this is non-negotiable, then you are playing the Nazis' game. If your attitude towards Palestinian resistance is anything other than, I would like for it to not be violent, but hell, I can understand why it is, then you are siding with Nazis. There will be no more benefit of the doubt, no more coddling bigoted and incurious minds, and not an ounce more of our precious energy to the Zionist trolls. It matters not that the President, the ADL, and your local Jewish Federation all think you should be arrested for unapologetically supporting Palestinian resistance or for boycotting Israel. They're wrong. The International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance is wrong. AIPAC is wrong. Anyone who tells you that criticism of Israel or support for Palestinians is tantamount to anti-Semitism is plainly wrong. The power to ruin your life for opposing genocide will never append the reality that genocide is evil, and nations that commit genocide are beyond the pale. One day, the United States will pull back our ironclad support for the genocide being committed by the State of Israel. And you have the power to make this happen. For too long, we've been told that the U.S.-Israel issues are too complicated to understand, and if we ever got to a point of real clarity, that we were too powerless to change anything anyway. Those were lies, and a majority of Americans no longer believe them. So what can you do? Contact your representatives in both the House and the Senate. Contact the White House and your governor. Tell every elected official who will listen, stop supporting genocide, end all ties with Israel. Ask those in power to decouple the United States from the Israeli wrath we are enabling. Beyond that, you should sign the pledge to vote only for anti-genocide political candidates. Join the movement to make genocide politically toxic, and the link is here in the Substack post. As a constituent, you can use your voice to ask elected officials to pivot American foreign policy away from these crimes. But as a voter, you can pledge not to support anyone who refuses to do so. Public opinion has already changed, but without the electorate flexing our collective muscle, we will continue to get stuck with pro-genocide politicians, a proven recipe for a Holocaust abroad and electoral catastrophe at home. In the event you are planning on vacationing in Israel, now would also be a good time for you to cancel those plans. Good people do not take advantage of the spoils of apartheid. Compassionate people do not provide tax revenue to an army committed to the killing and maiming of children. Decent people do not kiss the ground of a country that is deliberately starving 2 million people. Wise people do not make a special exception for the ethnic cleansing if the victims happen to be Muslim or Palestinian. And people who are safe to be around do not give material support to the systemic use of rape in torturing prisoners. On July 29, 2024, Israeli government ministers and other elected officials led a violent mob into the Stay Teman torture camp to try and stop the prosecution of Israeli army reservists charged with gang raping a Palestinian prisoner. Rape and other forms of sexual torture have been documented as systemic within Israel's network of torture camps. But the case in question was so well evidenced and well known that the army had been compelled to initiate a formal and rare process of accountability. The right to rape, though, proved too precious for the mob, for its government ringleaders, and for their champions in the press. The prosecution simply had to be stopped by any means necessary. Never mind that sexual violence serves no strategic or military goal of any kind. No one denied that the rape had occurred, but the mere threat to Israeli impunity raised impossible questions. If our brave soldiers can be arrested for this, then what's next? I want to revisit the rape riot because it serves as a rich human drama with a wide array of character types. The innocent victims, the perpetrators, the reservists who witnessed the torture but did nothing, the reservists who witnessed the torture but spoke up, the military prosecutors, the pro-rape mob, the pro-rape politicians, the pro-rape media, the human rights NGOs reporting the torture, the squeamish but ultimately unmoved American politicians. When we look at Stay Teman, I want us to honestly assess which character in this nightmare we have most closely aligned with. Have we been those members of Israeli society disgusted with our army and our leaders? Have we stood by while our brothers die from anal rape? Have we made excuses? Have we blown the whistle? As this genocide crosses the 2-year mark, I want us to ask who, on our best days, we would invite each other to be. Will we stand firm in the name of Israeli impunity? Will we cry out for humanity and the principle of international law? Will we travel to Israel and indulge in genocide tourism? Or will we finally mean it when we say never again?
That's my son, Evan Stern.
Well, good job, Mom, because he didn't learn all that at 1 year old. It was a process, so that's a beautiful mind he has.
He's an amazing kid, He spent 20 years trying to work in Minneapolis within the Jewish community, working for the JFCS. He was president of Hillel. He was the head of the foundation of the largest conservative shul here, and he couldn't do it anymore, and he literally left, moved to LA. it's the reason I'm in this room right now, because he invited me on to Substack. I mean, what 40-year-old kid invites their mom into, I mean, I didn't mean to say Substack, onto Clubhouse. Actually, he was our last Clubhouse icon under the name Gray Sweats. And he started writing his Substack just about a year ago. And Evan has always been an incredible writer. But he has now like 2,500 subscribers on Substack and is writing his heart out. So I'm really proud of him. Yeah, I know some of you guys know him. So yeah, I think that piece really speaks to it all.
I think that piece will go down and be remembered, because it's a great documentation of just, as thorough as it was very succinct, and but it was hitting that all the players, from the United States Congress to, all the players watching this go down. Yeah.
Thank you. The link is in the chat if you want to check out his Substack. It's called Certain Thoughts. Anyway, thanks for letting me share that, you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely succinct. I agree, sweet, and very poignant. Very poignant. Very relevant right now. Needs to be top priority.
My favorite piece that he wrote actually about 6 months ago is hysterical. It was all about Trump becoming the president of Israel. Very funny piece. Evan's very good at satire as well. So anyway, thanks for letting me share it.
Further, call Elon Musk the president of Israel at this point. I feel like he has more traction.
I think what's so rich, obviously, speaking to what everybody probably realizes, is the messenger matters. Sadly to say, I think as human beings, it's who delivers the message matters. And I just think that yourself and him, and speaking to the humanity, because the never again, I just love it. It's so as a human family, to never allow that atrocity and allow everybody to feel what happened, in Germany, what happened, feel that as a human being, and then feel it across the board, in whatever country, whatever people you're talking about, and that can't happen again. And then here we are, so I appreciate it coming, because again, we've seen others that have tried to deliver the message, and we've seen the effects of, maybe they're not even here anymore, maybe they're unalived, or maybe they're just out of, they're banned to one degree or another. But yeah, with all this technology, I love how he pointed out, you would think, it can never happen again, because we got so many eyes on the scene, and that was part of the problem, is if you don't have enough people even knowing about it, then you can't deal with it, because there's just not enough people. But now there's more than enough people that know about it, but there's still the ineffectualness, the inability to do anything about it. That's like, whoa, that's a major checkup on, come to reality, like what, wow, how do we not have the ability to stop that? What happened? What's really going on here? I think it gets scary, because you realize, man, what happens when you become the group in the crosshairs? Tomorrow or next week. It's like you kind of feel like, wait a minute. If there's injustice anywhere, then there is injustice everywhere, kind of a thing. Like, that's not a small little thing. And so, yeah.
I have an unpopular opinion. I just don't see how we can do anything about what's going on over there. Like, I really don't. And it's, a travesty or whatever, but we have our own citizens under siege, and, several other things going on our land, like right here, like with our own citizens or people that are, you know, closely affiliated to us that we haven't figured out. And it seems like every time we try to focus on that, like we're kind of like get this, and this is just how I feel, this kind of like a guilt trip about what's going on in Palestine, even though we can't do anything about it. I don't know. I really don't know. I just don't know what we can do about Palestine except for feel bad. I really don't know. Like I would like to know.
Yeah.
I would like to know are the same people that, you know, water or like are y'all boycotting Target and all of these other places that are affected American citizens? Because I haven't heard much about that, but I hear about Palestine and what's going on over there every day.
Yeah, well, I really hear your question, and I can tell you that I certainly am boycotting all of them. But the other thing about it, if you heard the piece, is that what he's suggesting and what I opened with was the petition, which is that our government is funding this. We have a vote. We have the ability to try to speak out and contact our reps, our senators, and do what we can to get this stream of money that's funding these bombs to stop. That's the difference. I mean, people keep saying, well, what about Sudan? What about this? What about that? Well, the point is our government is in bed with Israel on this. That's where I think we can do something.
Yeah, we saw semblances of it. We saw semblances of it where the upset about all the money before Donald Trump became president, the money going to Ukraine, the money going to, at the end of the day, anybody that knows that understands and sees it, without America's fueling of this, there is no ability to do it. There is
right.
So with as American citizens, it is set up to where those Congress people represent the 330 million people. That is how this whole thing is set up. And so if those what is it, 535 or something like that, 530 something people that are in those elected offices that run America like that, if they catch so much hell at home from the people, they'll change what they do. They're hired, supposedly. I know there's a whole thing around, I think it's the 27th Amendment, and they get the money from federal now. It's not from the state, but I'm talking about these state elected officials. But the idea is America's government does what the people want it to do, and this is almost like a checkup to recognize, no, we don't. And that's where now is a idea of talking about how it is, but then there's the reality of how it is. That's what this speaks to me, is that, man.
I mean, they've been doing it for 80 years. I don't think that. I'm really think that we have to be realistic. This is not a new issue. This is something that they've been doing, and even with other issues, we've seen that public pressure doesn't really change. It doesn't overtake the purse. So if they're being funded or paid, or they just fucking want to, you know, it's us whining or whatever about it. But my concern is that I feel like we always do this, like, you know, we always, like, and this is what's been going on through the whole thing. And I'm not, like, it's a terrible thing, but that is literally on foreign land. We have our Black and Hispanic people getting snatched up like body snatchers. And then we're talking about funding, you know, we just funded them like how many billions of dollars to ramp that up. So, like, I hate it for Palestine. I really do. And, you know, but like both sides are on Israel's side, the right and the left. Like, they're gonna do it regardless. It's just as to which level. But this whole ICE thing and like all this is going on right here, right now. Like, real time. So I don't know. I just feel like the Gaza thing, we just always be talking about Gaza, and we can't do nothing about that. Them people been doing that.
Well, one thing that I would say is that my bigger concern, if there could be a bigger concern than this, and I'm not whining about any of this, I'm screaming about this, is that Bibi has the Iran card in his pocket. He's got the potential to really start a horrific world war because of Iran. That's what he's got in his pocket, and that's one of the ways that he hooks America into supporting them. So I think you have to look at the big picture here. This is a geopolitical issue.
Exactly, and I just will never agree with the we can't do anything about it, and I don't know where 80 years becomes always, and this is a planetary, this is a humanity situation. There is no equivalent to look back on where like the young lady just brought up. See, on that seat, again, ICE, yeah, all of it goes back to the same thing. We control that, the Congress people, we vote that. So to just throw our hands up in the spirit of it, hey, you can't concern ourselves with it, it's the same people deciding about ICE, it's the same people deciding about that. So therefore, to fix one problem fixes all of them. When you're talking about the people that control, that 500 people out of 330 million, that's not a rocket science equation. That's like a very real cause and effect understanding that can be done about. Something can be, but as long as there's an idea that it's just kind of like go to sleep and that's what it is. I got other things to worry about at home. Again, now you allow this to think, like you said, we jumped in and did what we did with these bombs in Iran as America because of what Israel did, the cause and effect Israel into Iran. And we backed that. This is what's happening. So again, there will be 100 years from now, 200 years, they'll look back on this time and say, wow, they didn't do anything. They had already seen the atrocity before, different atrocity, and they did not, they just was whistling this, see, like just to starve to death is it's not a you got bombed and you're dead. That's bad too. But the point is you have time to do something before a person starves.
I can't do anything about anybody else's injustice going on in the back of mine. There's nothing, if I can't stop them here, if I can't keep them from picking up my next door neighbor, I definitely can't do nothing, nobody 8,000 miles away. And I think that I think that the thought that we as civilians can do anything or that we need to be saviors when a lot of us are victims, in our own right, or going to become a victim. We are a country of immigrants that don't respect immigrants and are now burdened with what's going on in Gaza. And like I said, it's something that's been going on, that both sides agree with it. And if you don't know the history, you should do the history, because it's not going to change. Even if we get somebody else in office, it's not going to change. It may lessen, but they're not. That is a bond that's been built and forged over time. And so I just think worrying about that too much is just kind of a waste of time.
All right, so let me go back to what I was saying. Let me go back to what I was saying, bro. He cut me off. Come on, man, that's not cool. Let me go back to what I was saying. He cut me off. It's bad enough. I didn't want to go bring the energy up to kind of fight that off. But let me get back to what I was saying real quick. Hold on for a minute, CEO. He got off the mic to say, well, I'm not going to. Hold on, CEO. Throw me in the audience, bro. Throw me in the audience, bro. That's not cool. Throw me in the audience. Throw me in the audience, bro. That's not cool, man.
CEO, you're in the matrix. CEO is in the matrix.
So what?
I'm gonna break in with some breaking news. Breaking news. Thank you. The judge in Florida has denied the Trump administration request to unseal Epstein grand jury transcripts related to the documents and the case that was transferred to New York, where Epstein was indicted after an investigation in 2019. So the hoax of we're going to get you the files through this grand jury transcript has been disrupted as the judge has denied the administration's request. Just got that off the New York Times, posted 4 minutes ago.
Can you just say something to these Epstein news files, whatever? I think they're going to talk about this crap for the next 4 years, up until the next 400 years. Without, you will never see these files, trust me. This is just some side gig, nonsense, waste of time, sort of news, keep you hyped up every day thing. I bet you $50. Anybody here right now, take me on this, okay? My word for it, you're all witnesses. I will pay up everybody. If these files ever get released, I will pay all of you $50. I'm not kidding, okay? Because these files will never, ever get released, okay?
I'll take you up on that. I bet they'll come out in 40 years. Well,
yeah, you want my cash app?
It will be released eventually, but I think it's going to take some serious reporting, not the grand jury information, because grand jury information is secret, which is why we knew that was dead in the water. But I think it's going to take a return to serious investigative journalism for that information to be revealed. Yeah. GA, I don't know. I'll check. I don't know the answer to that, GA. Whether it was a Republican or Democrat appointed judge, I don't know.
Justin said, I am not going to be concerned with this and that of these. And then he went on to say, well, we can't do, say I all day long. That's your own opinion. But to say what we as a people of the planet, the people of America, the people of whatever are going to do, you're not in position to speak for that. Just say what you're not going to do, what you can't do, you don't care about, and you're not going to be concerned with. Say that. But to say we, don't do that. You sure don't represent the masses of people that are increasingly getting sick and tired and understand what
you don't either.
Well, but I'm not saying that I do. So that's what I'm so therefore
you're telling me that I don't. So like just stick to your personal conversation.
You don't.
All right, neither do you. Neither
you don't. So I just want to be clear. I'm not in that boat when you talk about we. People might think I'm saying
cool.
I'm
so say you don't. So say you don't.
Yeah, I'm saying no. So you don't just letting you know you don't represent we, bro.
I'm not representing. I'm telling you what the capabilities are.
You said we can't do
this. Because I understand what capabilities. Listen. I know your brain is not that. Is not. You don't have that full capacity. But I wasn't talking. I wasn't talking. I
don't want to be lumped in that category. But you were talking about we.
News. It was an Obama appointee.
Oh my God, son of a bitch.
I just want to say, so Just actually does represent the majority of Americans.
He said we. I didn't say nothing about it. He didn't say nothing about the majority of Americans. He said we can't do nothing about it. That's what he said. I don't know when the poll went out.
We as an Americans. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he definitely.
Americans?
Sweet, you just lectured me about cutting you off. I get it.
You're damn right. And now I'm cutting you off. So you lecture me about cutting you off.
I let you go, right? You with all your bullshit. I let you go, all right? So shut up. All right. So Joss was making a point that, like, two things. Number one, he's right, it is a majority, because the majority of Americans care more what's going on in this country than they do in Israel, right? Like, everyone who voted for Trump did, the majority of independents, and maybe like 15-20% of Democrats. You add that all together, you get a majority. So that's number one. Number two, he's talking about achievable outcomes, right? Like, what can you actually achieve? And an achievable outcome in the next couple of years is not stopping Israel from being funded. That is not going to happen during the Trump administration. So that is currently not an achievable outcome. It is much more achievable to shift things as it relates to civil rights in this country. So that is a smart play. I don't know why you have smoke with that. What's controversial about what he's...
Hey, you see, hold on, nothing.
Y'all can do this gender war thing, but I want to break it.
For you to say that what's going to happen in the next 3 years, bro, you don't even know what's going to happen in the next 3 months with the way Trump is doing stuff.
Give me one damn reason.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, man.
Give me one logical reason where Trump would stop funding Israel. Give me one logical reason.
But you don't know nothing about what the...
You believe in unicorns? Are we going to be unicorns tomorrow? We need a unicorn.
The audience. So you believe in
Santa's.
Why are you so scared to let the humanity live? Why are you so scared to let the humanity live? Why you let this CEO do this nonsense?
Can we please sit him in the audience so we can talk about the news?
That's part of the problem right there.
Can we sit in the
Can you
audience?
hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah,
Can
Sandra.
anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I was trying to get in there too so we can talk about the breaking news.
I haven't been able to say anything in over an hour.
Hold on.
Okay,
Go ahead.
One my lady first.
Okay.
Hold on. All right. So GA, you can speak, and then Sandra, you could go. Y'all tripping, bro.
Yeah, I
started the tripping, bro.
Okay. Anyway, Dr. AJ, I just want to say thank you for that information. And I think that you're right in your chat, only in a rabbit hole. Intelligent people know that was a high bar to even get that transcript released. But we also know that the Trump administration will use any trope just to actually put some propaganda marketing out there. I'm interested to know, I actually was going to make a bet with CEO, bet him $20 that we'll hear that with all the Obama's trash that's being spread out there. Oh, this Obama judge wouldn't let us get you guys the Epstein transcript. Where intelligent people know that that's almost an impossible bar. You think that's going to be pushed out there right now?
I agree with you.
Oh. I'm sorry. I thought he was asking.
Yeah, Dr. AJ, I wanted to know what you thought, but yeah, thank you, CEO.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say what I normally say in these instances. I think that they're gonna do what they're gonna do, but it is incumbent upon us to not adopt their rhetoric and to not feel the need to defend against it and to instead articulate the fact, right? This was a trick. This was a ploy. Everybody knew it was never going to work. I think there have been 3 times in recent history that the grand jury transcripts have been released in the public interest. So this was deflection, and I think that's the line that we need to stick on and not get wrapped up in whatever their propaganda narrative is. So that's my thought on it.
I like that, Dr. AG, and I normally, like always, I agree with you because I think as long as we stay away from the deflection and talk about the truth and the facts and the narrative, because I really believe that they're going to push that narrative. I was like, dude, it was never going to be released. And quite honestly, do we really want the transcripts? We want the files. I think it was deflection upon inflection, but I thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate it.
I agree, GA. Yep, deflection upon deflection.
Is anybody still here that listened to the Jubilee today?
Was there a new one today, or?
Yes, Patty played it this morning.
Okay, I didn't hear it. Who was it? Who was? Can y'all tell me?
The Hassan guy that takes on the.
Oh, you talking about the medic? That's the one I'm talking about.
That wasn't Hassan Mehdi this morning. That was.
Oh, that's so sexy. He was so good. It was so juicy.
Hold on, GA. That wasn't Hassan Mehdi this morning. That was yesterday.
Okay.
I'm talking about the one that she played. I'm just reading that the guy that said he was a fascist, that admitted to being a fascist, and was saying that a little bit of they mess with some of the Jews a little bit.
Yeah, he lost his job.
Yeah, he's fired, and now he's doing a GoFundMe. Who is that?
Yeah, his name is Connor.
He went by Connor.
Yeah.
And it was in the one that she played today. Because I was listening. I was up at the garden, but I was listening to it. Yeah, he said, yeah, I'm a fascist.
So he got fired.
Yeah, he's on 2 podcasts. He was on one today. I went to go listen to it. It was kind of janky. He's on a podcast on Roku, a Riki TV podcast today. He was on one yesterday. He made a little bit of change on his GoFundMe, but yeah, he's the part that's so fascinating about this is he got fired for supporting a group that supports genocide, and he got fired because that's who he supports, and he was on the clip saying, "I want an authoritarian government that would kill certain portions of the population, just not mine." So he was, and now and in his letter, he said, "I'm a victim of cancel culture. And this is political, this is what he said, cancel culture and political assassination." And that's really what he supports. How are you going to complain that you're a victim of something that you support, but you're only upset when they do it to you? It was the craziest thing ever, but it's beautiful. I love when yahoos like himself, MAGA, or far-right extremists just expose the stupidity, hypocrisy, and the just absolute buffoonery of their hypocrisy. I love it when they do it to them.
Okay, CEO, did you still have any character?
Oh, yeah, no, so there's 2 new breaking news things in the press conference. One of them's tied to what you just said, Dr. AG. So first one is, does Trump support federal agencies contracting with Elon Musk AI company? Levitt responds, "I don't think so." Reporter follows up, "So he would want the DOJ to cancel the contract with Elon?" She responds, "I'll talk to him about it. Yes." And then the second thing is she just said, "We have moved forward with interviewing Miss Maxwell, which we believe will be taking place very soon."
Did my phone die? What's going on?
No. I don't even know what did you just say?
But I just want to tell y'all, I watch Fox News now because they be kind of getting in Trump and them ass. They currently have Tulsi, what's her name, Gabbard, Baskin. That's what I call her. They have her up against the wall because she can't answer none of the questions while she want to press Obama for the same things that Marco Rubio let him do. And then they did an investigation on it afterwards and found nothing. But now she want to, take it to trial and shit. And she's sitting up there looking stupid, looking like Rogue with bad skin.
I think it's more. I don't know what's going on with Fox News. I have no idea.
It's a civil war.
Amen.
That's all.
Issues with the kids and the father. Did you know the kids are like, they didn't support the Trump look. He only had one son that actually supported like making the money over the other. I think it was his daughter and the other son are like, we're totally against all that Trump reporting shit, fake news. Are they having some type of issue, y'all?
Who was?
They took their father to court because supposedly they were, I guess, they were all supposed to take over, and because they weren't on board with the bullshit that they were doing.
I think you're talking about Ivanka and Jared, it sounds like.
No. Let's talk about what's his name? Rupert. His kid.
Oh, you're talking about the Murdoch. Oh, you're talking about the Murdochs, man.
Yeah, the ones that own Fox. He only has one son that kind of changed his mind, but I think it was for money because they were making money off these damn salacious ass stories. But the other two, they weren't on board.
No, but I mean, like the like Tucker Carlson. Well, he don't at Fox, but I was keeping it at Fox. But like, what's the little man? He kind of, I don't know. He kind of looks like a South Park character. He works for Fox, and he always used to be real antagonistic to the Democrats. But he the one. No, not Tucker. He got blonde hair. He not fat. He's a little portly. But anyway, he works for Fox. But he was the one pressing them about the Epstein files, and now he's the one pressing Tulsi Gabbard. And I think that's the only time the Epstein files is gonna matter is with Fox News. If they don't send that out, then people gonna turn around.
Yeah, but a lot of MAGA has been calling Fox News fake news.
Yeah, that's why I think it's gonna be a civil war. And I'm here for it. Fight.
We outside eating our popcorn.
Yeah. You gonna let her talk to you like that?
I'm gonna have to watch from my window. Have y'all seen white folks on St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, when
it's drunk.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. They be doing strange shit. They don't be fighting regular.
Yeah. No, have you ever seen white boys fight, period? Forget on St. Patrick's Day. They go in, okay?
All that wild swinging and stuff. Excuse me, Connor.
No, they get downright belligerent. Like, yeah, it's not good when they get to fight.
They fight crazy.
Yeah.
But if you all you gotta do is hit them with a 1-2. Yeah, go straight through that. Pink. Sit your ass down.
Now, see, I ain't talking about like on white crime. I'm talking about the white on white.
Oh, how they be fighting? Yeah, swinging all wild. They be looking like.
Yes. Beavis and Butthead.
Have any of y'all ever watched those slap competitions?
Hell yeah. I reposted one not too long ago.
Oh my God. I became those and the bed making competitions. I have become addicted to them.
No way. Yeah, I can't take that slapping one. Because I mean it's like this.
Oh my God. That is so fascinating to me.
You slap the shit out of people.
The way they have worked their face muscles, like they do those face muscle things. That is insane.
Wait, so Dr. AG, Dr. AG, your PhD role model in the black community watches slapping competitions?
Oh, absolutely. I find, we are just in an amazing cultural moment with this like creation of all of these new sport-like activities and the motivations for them. You know, like some of these inventions are very much connected to what's happening in our political culture, like changing demographics and the domination of certain groups in sports. And so, I mean, the whole creation of a new genre of winter sports, like with the snowboarding and the X Games, right? that was sort of an early part of that. But now we're seeing the emergence of all of these sports that have to do with the expression of just aggression and rage. All these new, like, rage sports.
Have you seen extreme hunting?
Yes, I find
That's what I watch.
fascinating. People are creating
That's my favorite redneck sport.
Their anger or whatever. Sorry.
The people go and they shoot and they hunt all the like invasive animals, so like coyotes, wild boar, and then sometimes they'll take like different animals to help them hunt. I watch that one. That's like my new redneck obsession.
I've never seen that.
Ooh, it's so good. You ever heard of a mink? You know the mink that they kill?
Yeah, they're tiny little animals.
Yeah, so they take these hunters, they have like pet minks, and they take them with them, and they'll like call them to like a farm or like a chicken coop, and they let the mink go, and the mink can kill anything up to like a raccoon size, and they wrestle them down, they like let them loose. It's so fascinating. I'll be up till like 4 o'clock in the morning watching them.
Not the minks taking revenge.
Mm-hmm. And they be get them. They get them from like they rescue them from the places where they were. Yeah, from the farms. So they'll go in, they'll rescue them, like a whole bunch of them, and they be real mean.
To abuse them in another manner.
Well, this is what they want to do. They love to hunt. This is what they would do in nature. But they be about to get electrocuted and be put on somebody's shoulder in that in the one farm. It's interesting, Patty. You should watch it.
I like when I sleep.
No, you got to do full fire. Or Peter gonna gonna do you like Kim K? They threw powder all over that lady. They did. She was gonna go in and they said, have some of this.
Did you close the room down last night?
I was asleep.
I mean, think about it. If you have just like a waistcoat, right? A waist mink coat. Or even like a stole, like one of those mink stoles, it takes at least 10 to 15 minks to make that. If you have like a full-length coat, depending on the size of the mink, whether you get like a baby one or an adult one, it could take up to like 60 adult minks to make a full-length mink coat.
Have you ever felt it?
Yeah, I had my grandmother's.
Serious.
Yeah, I had my grandmother's stole. They're very soft.
Or a chinchilla.
My mom gave me hers that she had when she was younger, and it's a short jacket, and it's nice. I love it.
My granddaddy got one, and I always be like, as soon as you come up out of here, go ahead and wheel that to me, player.
I will throw paint on all y'all animal jackets.
Yeah.
You an animal lover?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you from California.
I got a rabbit. I got a mink. Yeah, I'm a mink.
They gonna do you just like Kim K.
I ain't famous.
You seen they did it to Lil' Kim? She tried to chase them. Did she?
Yeah.
They threw paint on her.
I wish somebody would paint
Oh
on my
yeah,
mink.
we got a scrap.
It'd be over.
You about to go the same route this mink went.
Nah, y'all gonna catch some mink. That's the only mink y'all gonna get.
I mean, if they throw the paint on it, you can fight all you want to. It ain't gonna stop.
Your jacket done, yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, your jacket is done.
Done deal.
But I'm gonna dot that out.
They gonna pay for it.
Well, if you rock that much, you have more animals.
And we both going to jail.
That's the problem. I think they want more dead animals because you fuck around and get me wet. I want to.
There's gonna be a primate bed.
They don't do that in Michigan, though. They don't do that in Michigan. Because, I mean, it's cold here, so people wear furs, so they don't do that here.
No, they do it for when you go. They do it to celebrities when you going somewhere. They do it right
That
before you
shit
go
be
in.
funny as hell.
Yeah.
Boy, they be getting the folks together.
Hey, them animal lovers though, they don't care though. Just they don't give a fuck. Like they be on.
I'm an animal lover, but I'm not doing that. This when I was like 3 years ago, this white man kicked this lady window out of her car because her dog was in there, and the air was on.
I seen that shit.
And it was like,
she got in trouble for it.
Those people are not merely animal lovers or they're animal rights organizers. Those people are activists. So they don't care. They don't care if they go to jail. They don't care if you beat them up. They don't care if they die. That's why they chain themselves to trees. Like they had that lady when I lived in Oregon who chained herself to the tree to save one owl. You know, like they're activists.
Dr. A.G., Doc, you so on point. Look, I had, because I breed and I'm one of the larger kennels and that are known and whatnot, they had chose me and 3 other breeders that they figured was on a level that was worth fucking with. And they put us on Peter's page, on an Instagram page. And I didn't even know I was on Peter's Instagram page until all of a sudden all these Doc Don't Shop, fuck you, you animal fucking.
Oh my God, they did that to me too.
Man, I had so many, like, yo, them people be going, like you said, they're activists. They be on some different kamikaze. I don't care if I get caught.
Yeah.
I don't care how this plays out. They don't give a fuck. Like, they
about that. They about that.
Last year, I had puppies. I took them up to this place where they be, you know, to sell, because I had like 3 that I just could not get rid of. I went out with, so I went out there to sell the puppies. These people came and like just started harassing us. It was me and like some more people trying to sell puppies. They was like, "A dog don't shop." I didn't even know what the fuck that meant. And he was and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "So like y'all animal lovers, but y'all don't want people to have puppies." They was like, "No, fuck purebred dogs." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What?" And then so he explained it to me like it's too many dogs that don't have families for people to be breeding. I was like, I'm not even a real breeder like that. My dog got bred.
That's the same shit I went.
Yeah, I was gonna say they probably didn't know.
It was like, leave me alone. They was like, no, this is a purebred dog. I was like,
they do protest that breeding though, because it's a lot of.
But see,
they call them backyard breeders.
That goes on in that breeding industry and how they breed the dogs for certain traits and stuff. Like it's a lot that goes into that breeding industry. It's disgusting.
But see, Doc, this is the thing, right? I'm an advocate, right? I'm a breed ambassador for the breed that I breed. I wrote literature. I've done a lot of interviews. I've done TMZ. I've done Fox. So I always say this: when it comes down to it, you need quality breeders to keep a breed alive. You don't just want to go to the pound and get a bunch of strays. That's going to be a very poor representation of the breed. You need quality breeders that are capable. Like for me, I'm registered with the Department of Health. I'm monitored by Animal Control and the Department of Health. They do an annual supplies inspection on my property, right, on my ranch where I have the majority of my dogs. I have 2 different locations, right? So they'll come there. I can't say no. They get to come in when they show up. If you say no and refuse that, you lose your license. It's like telling the cops you can't search my house right now, come back and the cocaine will still be here. They don't trust that, right? So they got to be let in on the same day that they show up. At the same time they show up, automatically they got to be able to come in. And then they give us a rating the same way that the health inspectors give any other, like when you go to a restaurant, you see that A on the wall, that's their health rating with the Department of Health. We get the same shit. They give us a rating every year. I've never had a B- or B+. I've always had a solid A, right? So you need people like me that are capable, competent, to have a facility that's constantly inspected by the Department of Health to create the quality of dog and breed that you want out there. But then you got, because my dogs aren't going to end up in anywhere but a good home. But then you have the people that don't have the capability of doing that want to make a little bit of money backyard breeding, and they make a litter and they get the other pups, and then half of those end up at the shelter. And that's where you're looking at the problem at. So you really got to be specific about who you're addressing. And that's why when Peter did try that with me, I didn't have to do much. I had so many people that already followed me. They was going ham in the comment section. Like,
that post went crazy because my people was already on top of them. Like, y'all gotta get the right people. Fuck y'all. Like, they was equally combative as the people that were coming at me. So you really gotta kind of, I know it sounds weird, but you gotta differentiate between the people that are responsible and not. The people that are getting licensed and inspected and paying their annual renewal fees and all that shit, they're gonna make sure they do it right. They're paying taxes.
People don't want you to make no money. They want it to be just all mutts. Like, it's no more. He was like, we don't believe in man-made breeds. We believe that all like people should make money off of breeding dogs or whatever. I don't really agree with all of that. I think that it really should go towards legislation, like how in the UK, if you breed a dog, you can't just say, hey, I got a pit bull, you got a pit bull, let's make puppies. You gotta register it. They gotta test your dog's genes. It has to be 6 generations apart, so there's no inbreeding. And your dog has to pass a test to be able to do its intended purpose. So if you have a German Shepherd, it has to be able, or a Doberman, any of those guard dogs, it has to be pass a police test, or it can't get bred. I think they should implement shit like that here. That would fix a lot of shit. But you could just buy a dog and say, oh, I gotta go to a retriever. You do too. Let's make a baby, and then you start making money. I don't think that's right. So I do agree with that, but I don't really care for mutts. I don't want a mutt.
I don't want no money either, but just in the UK, I was the breed that I breed to the UK. I was the first one. I franchised in Europe. I had BGK Europe over there, and that was where the American Bully breed got introduced. I held the first dog show over there. It's called the BGK Birthday Bash. They actually banned the whole shit. They banned bullies and pits over there. That's gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a complete ban. We're in the middle of an appeal.
I mean, I can see them doing that because they have those legacy breeds over there. They
need to sign everything out there. They did it. They banned that shit. It's a wrap.
I have zero respect for PETA whatsoever. Zero respect. Go change yourself to a black person if you want to say something. Sit the hell. I feel like, I mean, my thing is, I think there are animals that need to be saved. Not dog. There's plenty of people that love dogs, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, go save a buffalo. Like, those animals that's like keystone species we need. Take your ass to Colorado. Jump in front of one of them rangers. I bet your ass won't do that. Leave Kim alone. Like, she just bought the shit. Go to the factory.
Well, they be doing that too. They be blowing up. Some people go home. I ain't mad at them.
Me neither, because I'm an animal lover
some stuff
too.
over at DHS
like real
and
bad.
some stuff over at the State Department. Those are relatively small
I do love
elements.
animals, and I do
FBI has grown a little bit. But you could collapse quite a bit of the intelligence community, and we could probably go to a defense structure, and then one other analytic structure, not a bunch of human and all this other stuff, because the CIA is broken. They're totally broken. I mean, they have overdone the reliance on technology to the detriment of interacting with human beings around the world, and so that skill set is damn near gone. So those are just some things off the top of my head that